Hey everybody, and we're live. So glad to have you all with us. It's Rollvember, and Sir Friday Night is back to celebrate. How y'all doing? How's everyone doing this fine Saturday evening?
Good to great.
Good.
Good.
Yeah?
I'm alive.
I want you to know something. I'm feeling phenomenal because I literally, everyone can hear you. They can hear me. There was no tech issues on the start of the stream. I don't think
What?
I no.
That's a first.
Now that I say it, I'm knocking on all the wood I have around me before
Oh,
lightning
man.
strikes us down. Hey guys, it's Rovember. We're so happy to be here. We're Stir Friday Night. We're Chicago's oldest and honestly America's oldest comedy and improv and theater troupe. We've been around for over 25 years. Some of our alumni include Community's Danny Pudi, Mary Sohn from AP Bio, and the one and only Walking Dead Stephen Yoon, as well as countless other talented individuals like ourselves. We're here with Roll20. We usually play on Wednesday nights for our stream Bollock Bind Returning Home at 5 p.m. Pacific, but tonight we thought we'd do something a little special to celebrate Rollvember. And y'all know about Rovember, right?
Case.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. The magical 13th month of the year. Sometimes calendars miss it. You know, it happens at the end of December, from December 18th to the 31st. And we're just, let me make sure. Yes, we're so excited to be here to celebrate that with you all. And the great thing about Rovember is that it's just a time where you get together and eat leftover food and play tabletop role-playing games. And I don't know about you, but I got some leftover spaghetti right here, and I'm ready to play some tabletop games. So let's get to it. First off, I want to just mention that everything that, if you guys are here, we'd love for you to donate. This is a charity stream. We are raising money for Roll20's charity, Code 2040. And a little bit about Code 2040 is every dollar that you donate will be matched with Roll20 up to $50,000. The Code 2040 mission is to activate, connect, and mobilize the largest racial equity community in tech to dismantle the structural barriers that prevent the full participation of leadership of Black and Latinx and BIPOC in the innovation economy. At Roll20, they know that it's a more diverse party is better to equip to handle any and all incoming obstacles. And we know that making room for everyone at the table isn't just good for games. It's the right thing to do. And they do a lot of great stuff, from their Fellows program to their early career accelerator. They work directly at battling systemic racism in the tech industry. And I don't know, at this time of year, during Rollvember, I couldn't think of a more charitable organization to donate to. And just in case you're wondering, as you're tracking that Tiltify at the top of their screen, yeah, everybody look up once, that Tiltify. We'll be, at certain donation marks, we'll be adding a little extra spice, a little extra flavor, a little extra strange to our game of Gamma World that we'll be doing. But first and foremost, let me introduce my cast here. Hey, y'all, tell us about yourselves, who you are, your name, pronouns, and just what happens to be your favorite Rollvember tradition. And let's kick it off with Shu.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shu. My pronouns are she, hers. And my favorite Rollvember experience, which, has been passed down to me for like multiple generations, is we all gather around a loaf of bread that we make, and then we hug the loaf of bread, and then we devour it all together. It's a real family time.
And so everyone gets a chance to get in on this bread. It's really equitable. I like that. There's bread for everyone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Up next, Erica.
Yeah, my name is Erica. My pronouns are she, her. And my favorite Rollvember memory would be just playing Pandemic with the fam before it meant so much more.
It's weird to see what games go out of fashion. Really, like there was a time where Cold War was the favorite game to play in the 60s before the Cold War actually broke out, Up next
Is that true?
No.
There's no
game called Cold War.
I was like, wow.
Make it up.
There's Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah, Call of Duty Cold War. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself and what's your favorite Rovember tradition?
Hi, yes, I'm Esra. Pronouns are she, her. And my favorite Rollvember memory is Well, my family's really big on board games, so every Rollvember, we play like a family board game. And as soon as my mom starts losing, she'll toss the board over. And it used to be annoying, but now I think we just try to make it happen quicker.
It's a house rule, you know.
Exactly.
And now you make your own game out of it, like who gets mom to flip the board fastest.
Exactly.
I like that. That's tradition upon tradition. That's what Rovember's all about.
Exactly.
Joan, introduce yourself to. Oh, sorry, I skipped Ben. Ben, introduce yourself.
Yeah, you did skip me.
I did skip you.
Hello, I'm Ben Cummings. He, him, his. My favorite Rollvember tradition is playing a little game called Ticket to Ride, a great board game. And my favorite tradition in that game is taking all of the destination cards I'm given at the beginning, because I'm like, I'll do all of these. We get all of them. And then I spend the entire game trying to like connect Seattle to New York, and then everyone else has already completed their routes and is pulling more destination cards. And then I lose.
Dude,
it's a little tradition I like to do, losing.
That's how I feel when I play Settlers of Catan, because I'm going to tell you my gambit right now. If we ever play, I go after resource cards. I like hoard them, because I think I can make it happen. And if I'm the only one doing it at the table, I have a real likelihood of chance of like benefiting from it. But I never win, because someone always builds longest frickin' road or whatever.
Yeah.
And so lame. That's such a lame way to win. It's like, yeah. Got it. Ingenuity. Speaking of ingenuity, Joan, tell us about yourself.
Hey, I'm Joan. Pronouns are she, her, hers. I would say my most favorite game to play during the holidays is Jenga.
Mm-hmm. And by holiday, you mean Rovember, right?
Yes, in Rollvember.
Yes, thank
so
you.
After eating a bunch of turkey, last year we played Jenga with my grandpa and my great aunt, and surprisingly, that game is so easy to play with all ages.
Mm-hmm.
And I also played with my young nieces, and they're like 4 and 6,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like a great game to play. And also it's just fun to like push it over on purpose as well. So
yeah, I mean, I think the best thing about Rovember is it allows all generations of families to come together, and just individuals from, I don't usually have much to talk about with these Gen Zers, and God knows these Gen Alphas. Oh, goodness. I got nothing to say. But Jenga we can communicate in. We all get Jenga. Harrison, last but not least.
Sorry, what is Gen Alpha?
Gen Alpha, it's like...
It's the next one.
It's the next one.
It's the next generation.
Z, after Z, you go back to A. So.
Yeah, but after that's the Gen Beta. Oh, that's gonna suck. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Harrison.
That's everything you need to know, Harrison.
Yeah, that's that. No. My favorite Roll20 tradition is just eating a bunch of food, playing Monopoly, always going to jail, because that's usually what happens to me. But you know what? I like sitting next to whoever's playing the banker, because they're not always checking the money. So, making side deals, slipping some ones. Now everybody checks the ones, and staying in the game. But I have not won yet. My family, they're great with money, and they're great with real estate, and I am not. So, yeah, I'll beat them one day.
Monopoly, I have never won. I don't think I think it's because
It's hard.
I don't care at the end. I really don't care. I'm like, it takes so long.
Oh.
And by the end of it, I'm just like, dude, I'm competitive, but I think my like attention span is not as great as my competitive spirit. I think that's where it like sort of crosses over. And hey, speaking of which, hi, I'm Masood. I'm going to use GM. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll use an assortment of them as we play through today. Either be she, hers, they, them, it. And we'll find out as we go through. And my favorite Rollvember tradition has to be, every year at the end of making our homemade resin dye, my family would take the leftover wax resin and pour it into our eggnog, and we'd give that a good stir. And man, nothing says family like drinking waxy eggs together. It's always, and anytime I have it now, I just think of them, and it really just brings, I can feel my like heart like almost like clenching up thinking about them.
And I have not, thank you for reminding me to buy eggnog.
Yeah.
I have not had eggnog in so long. I'm going to get completely hammered this weekend.
Is it good?
I don't know.
Eggnog?
I've truly, honestly, I've never had eggnog.
I've never had
I
eggnog.
tried it.
It sounds, yeah.
Never.
Is it okay?
It's so
I'm
good.
also
Yeah.
lactose intolerant.
I think
Well-
there's vegan eggnog at Jewel.
National
but
brand Jewel.
I tried it. I also try to stay away from dairy, but I took a sip and I was like, but the white people liked it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's just sweet milk with booze in it. What's not to like?
yeah.
Oh, almond eggnog is good. Okay, I might try that.
Ooh.
That's good. Chat's got a good suggestion
Okay.
there. But we could talk about eggnog and other Rollvember traditions all night long. Why don't we get into our game? For those of you who don't know, we're going to be playing Gamma World. It's a little edition of kind of like an offshoot of D&D. It's its own set that uses 4th edition's rules in this nuclear apocalyptic world. And before I tell you any more, I think I'll just sort of explain as we go along. When we encounter combat, I'll sort of go into some of the rules that we need to do there as we come up with questions and get into encounters. I'll answer them as we go through them. But first things first, let's paint a little bit of a picture about where you all are and where you are coming from. So, with a heavy clunk, the metal door behind you rolls shut. As all of you turn around and look forward through this dark tunnel, seeing the light at the end of it, you begin making your walk, reminding yourselves of what brought you here. Things have not been good in the Kindle market. A lot of folks back home from where you're from have been plagued with an unknown disease. The mystics, the androids, the town doctors all are stumped as what could be causing it. The radiation poisoning is at such a high level, but it's still something more, and all they can do is stabilize it until the mayor comes across an old scrap piece of paper from the ancient times, back in the ruins before the big mistake. And on it, it tells of a mythic place where one, after completing a journey, could achieve the necessary ingredient needed to make the antidote for this ail, this illness harming your home in the Kindle market. And so you able-bodied individuals, defenders of your home, this last bastion of civilization upon the magma-ridden and radiated wastes of Earth, begin your journey. And as the door shuts behind you and light begins to illuminate, we look at the tunnel from the front end and see our heroes emerge. And as they emerge, I would love to do a reverse order of our introductions as we describe our characters and tell us a little bit about themselves. So with that, we're going to start with Harrison.
Hi, I'm Dwayne of Naperville. I'm an avid camper.
Mm-hmm.
I like to live in the woods and the forest and make my own hunting equipment and make my own blankets. I do have a cell phone, but I use solar energy to charge it. I like to stay off the grid. I want to be off the grid.
Nice. And
I could copy myself.
Yeah. What do you look like? What
do I look like? I'm a small but hardy stone.
You're a singular stone.
I'm a singular stone, but if you throw me, or if I concentrate enough, I could multiply into multiple different stones. Those are my only friends. It's kind of lonely when you're out there in the wilderness by yourself, but I'm not really by myself. I'm with my best friends, who are myself.
Absolutely. And just for my sake, could you give me like dimensions on your size? Are you like a 2 foot tall stone? A 3 foot?
A 2.5 stone. It's mainly just my face and my arms.
Okay.
But I have very muscular arms and I have a very giant head.
Lovely. And so you're
Yeah.
a seismic creature made of the earth, and as you use your
and stone,
arms
yeah.
to propel yourself. How do you sort of move around?
It's arms. It's all triceps.
That's
so
all
I push myself
doing
down,
dips
and I could jump
all over.
high.
Yeah. Just
I
rip.
jump high. I could very big grip strength. Mm-hmm. My hands are actually the size of my
you
head.
don't do pull-ups. You do chin-ups, palms facing away, the tough ones, all day, every day. And
wide grip, short grip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one finger. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any legs, so I can't run fast.
And next to someone who who actually has to skip leg day because he's a rock. Tell us about yourself, Joan, and your character.
So my character's name is Terra. I would say she's like a earth goddess. Mm-hmm. She has like the power of magnets and seismic mm-hmm. powers as well, kind of similar to Harrison. Mm-hmm. And she's like all about the earth and controlling it and harnessing the powers of the earth.
So you are a seismic as well, and also what did you say your other origin was?
I think I was talking about magnets.
Magnets, right? Yeah. Let me. Right, you're the manipulator. You're
mm-hmm.
So you do the gravity manipulation.
So you're a human with the ability to. So you're not made of earth like our Dwayne friend over here. You're an actual human being who's been affected by radiation in such a way. What does that look like for you, to being a human being in the year by normal standards from our method would be 2172?
I would say she's very rugged looking, mm-hmm. a lot of dirt, mm-hmm. just, has seen so much pain and trouble mm-hmm. in this apocalyptic world. So mm-hmm. Just kind of like a survivor.
Heck yeah. And then you see, imagine you got a little bandana that you move off your face as you cut into the light and gaze around, taking in the actual chamber that you've all walked into, squinting deeply. Next figure to emerge from the darkness is tell us about him, Ben. I don't think I could do it justice.
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Masood. My character is a radioactive yeti who's an idiot. He's got a very low intellect. His name is Beavis. He's from Canada. Mm-hmm. After the big mistake, he came to the city across the frozen lake, Michigan. He is an enormous yeti, as you would think of from like the Abominable Snowman. So he's covered in white fur, blue skin, let's say a solid 10 feet tall, gigantic claws, red eyes. Based on our randomized gear loadouts, he's also wearing night vision goggles. And I assume that's because he's so stupid, he thinks that it would be a good idea to wear them at all times in case the lights go out. And he's got a horse.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because if you look at the night vision, it does give you night vision, but it does give you -5 perception. So while wearing it, especially during the day, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Beavis, the radioactive yeti, is wearing these at all times. He's got a horse as well, mm-hmm. Who he has named Asshead.
Aww. Moving along, we have Usra. Tell us about your character. I believe their name is Richard?
Oh, yes. Okay, so my character was born and raised in the Pet Supplies Plus on North Elston Avenue. And during the, apocalypse, they were exposed to radiation, but not before, becoming so cold that they turned blue. So they are a blue hedgehog that has been exposed to radiation and can now speak and has arms and legs. But they're, very unique, mm-hmm. very original. Mm-hmm. Name is Richard. Really cool.
I love the artwork that you custom made for your background for this.
This is all me. I'm a graphic designer.
Wow, truly amazing.
Yes.
And so tell us a little bit about your very fast hedgehog, Richard.
Yes, so he is really charismatic.
Uh-huh.
And
what does he look like? Is he what's his color palette?
like what does his like actual fur?
Yeah, if you were to give him adjectives to describe him in a physical description.
Super attractive for a hedgehog.
Okay.
He's blue.
Yeah.
He's got red shoes.
Oh.
White socks.
Nice.
Now, are you sure about this design, or are you gonna get feedback on it that isn't great? I mean, I'm just
No. I don't listen to feedback.
Okay.
okay.
You should know that. And that's a really funny joke.
We do have some folks asking if he likes gold rings.
Oh yeah, and he also he loves gold rings. How did you guys know that? Crazy. And he has like a fun gold chain also.
Nice.
Wow, this sounds like a character that's really resonating with the chat here. I think this character will stand the test of time.
I just can connect to the people. I just know what they want.
It's got a lot of franchising options for it. Keep, jot this down before someone takes it.
If anyone wants to talk to me about this character, Richard, after the game, feel free to reach out.
Perfect.
I've got some ideas. He's going to go places, literally. Get it? Because he's fast. Anyway, he's really charismatic. He's really fast. And he's like, that's it, right? That's all I know about him.
I mean,
Okay.
you could, you talk. He was alive before the big mistake. So he's incredibly old in a lot of ways. And up next, we've got Erica. Tell us about your character. I believe her name is Ivy?
That's right. My character's name is Ivy. She is a giant plant with very, very low charisma. So I sort of thought that might be good for creeping Ivy. So I'm looking at this gear list, and Ivy's got a lot of stuff that Ivy might not need for itself, like 2 umbrellas and like a climber's kit, which Ivy can already climb. So I feel like this is to like overcompensate for her low charisma. She's really just trying to get people on her side.
You do know in Gamma World an umbrella is a melee weapon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then I'll attack with my umbrellas.
What does Ivy look like? Is she just a big?
Are you like Swamp Thing? Like are you like the
so Ivy, Ivy's a giant plant, and the way she achieves this giant plantness isn't just being like some ridiculous like 70-foot tree, you know. She's just got like a lot of biomass. So basically she can like creep along and grow wherever she needs to. Right now she's strapped up against Loyola University Law School.
Or what remains of it.
There. Top Jesuit institution of higher learning. So that's what she does. She creeps along and she attaches herself to institutions.
Hell yeah. And you attach yourself to the Kindle market, and now this venturing party making its way to find a cure. And last but not least of our adventuring party, and certainly maybe not even last, because it's hard to describe our final party member or members. Shu, could you help me out?
Hello, everybody. The name is Ratsputin, and I'm what you call a rat king. Now, for those of you who don't know, a rat king is when a mama rat and a papa rat love each other so much that they create a hippie commune for all rats. All right. Now, I was raised and born and bred in Chicago, and I got to say, we have members from all over. We are very, very open. We do not judge. We're big fans of everybody, and before you say like, oh man, everybody who raised in like some weird hippie commune is all like a weird hippie commune cult. Like, no. Okay. At the center of our little mass, we're about 3 feet tall, but give or take, sometimes we take up more mass or less or whatever. That's where we house our babies in our nurseries. And once they come of age, they start kind of going to the outer edges, that way they can see more of the world. We also make sure they have a rat springer, so they can go out into the world, see what's up. If they want to come back, we always welcome them. We're an open door.
You untie their tail and then retie it back in. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The
it's
tail
a big ceremony.
It's a ceremonial thing,
Of course.
And I mean, I'm not saying anything, but we get like a 90% retention. Okay, we're a little bit better than some of the other rat kings you may have had, but not to brag.
And is this? I imagine this is 10,000 rats speaking at once instead of just one singular voice? Or like, how does the Rat King, or is it like a chorus, or is it, yeah?
Well, sometimes we have a spokesperson, but it's really all of our voices have kind of combined into one. So this sound is really where it's what you hear.
Gotcha.
We're very charismatic. We're very open. We're very friendly and engaging. We're a big community. We got some gear and stuff. We also have a horse, but we didn't name the horse because we think it's kind of rude to name animals. We think that they should name themselves. That's kind of a dig at the Yeti. Anyways, what are my powers? We are able to make a loud sound. We can dive. We're very dexterous. I mentioned the charisma. Oh, we have wings. Now, a lot of people ask, how do rats get wings? Well, this is super easy. Every now and then, not every rat makes it. That's just rat. It's a rat eat rat world out there. So the ones that don't make it, we take their body parts and we take their bones and we skins, and then we just make giant wings. So when we need to, we just fly around.
So you have rat leather wings that like rats reach out and hold on to, and the rest of y'all cling on to one another.
No. Leather is treated. We don't treat it. Think of it as just like flesh wings.
Just like dead flesh wings rotting continuously. You repair it with other. Yeah. I also like that your mass pushes the elderly towards the outside, so they're most likely to die first. According, depending on an incident, which is...
They've earned it. They want to see the world. The rest of them, we're so busy raising families and stuff like that. We don't want to take that away from them.
Absolutely.
But I want to be clear. You can be anywhere in the rat world within our little commune. We're not here to confine you. We're here to give you all the resources you need to succeed.
Perfect. And with that knowledge...
Real quick, Masood. For the viewers out there, Masood said that we could name the town, and he had us muted for a bit. And by the way, Masood, the town in question is Chicago, Illinois, post-apocalyptic. If we're coming from the Kindle Market, I guess we're in a tunnel. I would imagine that we'd be in the Red Line tunnel going north under what used to be the river.
Yeah.
You would think, if you had knowledge from before the big mistake, but in fact... When you are let out, it is what seems to be the remains of the Garfield Park Conservatory. Somehow, this tunnel that you came out from underneath through the rock and deep had built in an underground vault beneath, leading to the actual conservatory itself. Its pathways are thought to be rumored to hold the ancient Forevergreen Tree at its core. And as you get closer... one of you pulls out the legend. Who has it? Who's keeping this piece on them?
Beavis cannot
I think
read.
it's the Yeti. I think it's.
Yeah, Beavis has it, but he can't read.
I think Dwayne can read.
Rock can read the legend.
What?
Rock can read the
rock?
legend.
Which rock? Which rock are you talking about?
Rock.
Oh no, I can't read. I stopped school after a third grade, and that's when they taught reading at my school. So I can't.
We have a couple of members that can read if you need some help. But I don't want to overstep my bounds. We just met you all.
And so
gross.
Eventually, all of y'all are able to find the legend through the Yeti's grasp, and as you go through it, you begin to read and see its tale. Over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through white and drifted snow. And as you finish the first paragraph, reading it out loud for the Yeti, because of course the Yeti couldn't read, and you guys are courteous. The earth beneath you begins to shake and rumble, and before what was a clear path leading into the conservatory, vines erupt, crisscrossing, making uneven terrain, and through it you now look, as you guys gather yourself, picking yourself back up to your feet, a series of entrances into what looks like a vine maze?
Ivy,
How about that?
can you talk to these plants to see where the right way to go is?
We don't talk anymore. We got
You know,
we got
you know,
split.
you know these vines.
Yeah, and I'll talk to them as
Uh-huh.
soon as they apologize to me, but
What
they
happened?
know.
Yeah,
Well,
what's going on there?
What happened?
You guys don't want to know.
Oh no, we
No,
gotta
I think
know
we
now.
We
yeah, we wanna
absolutely
know.
want to get into
Yeah,
this.
we
This is the
absolutely want to
time.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got leftover
Okay.
spaghetti to eat. I gotta hear about this story.
Okay, fine. So this was back in old Chicago before the big happening. And you guys remember that the original Playboy Mansion was in the Gold Coast?
Oh yeah, yeah. We had a couple of folks from there.
Yeah. So me and my girlfriend, other Ivy, she took my name, by the way, which is so rude, and she basically copied everything I did. But anyway, we got invited to this party, and it was a really big deal. And it was because a guy I liked was an editor at the magazine. It was just like kind of a big deal, you know, like. And so we were there at a party, and she hooked up with him, and it was crazy. I like walked into a room, and he just had vines all over him, going in and out of every orifice, and it was horrifying. I creeped away as slowly as I could.
The
And so we
Yeti
don't talk.
puts out his giant paw and tries to console Ivy and says, "You have to let go. It's ancient history, literally."
What? So I'm just supposed to pretend everything's fine?
Yes. I'm sorry, I gotta change this voice. This is a Trump impression. This is so bad.
You gotta commit to what you do, brother. You gotta commit.
Okay, all right, I'll commit.
It'll grow on us.
Beavis,
I bet.
Beavis, you're telling me I should just let bygones be bygones?
Let vine gons be vine gons.
Yes.
Ha 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 ha.
Love us a good pun.
Well, okay. I guess I'll talk to other Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you. All
That's
right,
sweet.
that killed in the group.
Ha
You
ha
know,
ha.
that killed in the group.
And so, Ivy, you step up to other Ivy, this mass of vines, and before they used to be much smaller, but over time, it seems they've situated and grown and gathered and like kind of even built a larger biomass than your own. As you look at this, it looks wild as you look at all the space that they're taking up here. And as you step forward, do you say anything? What do you say to get their attention?
Yoo-hoo.
Oh my God. And you see some of the vines sort of swivel and emerge, and above the mass of the maze that was ahead of you, these like incredibly like probably like 10-foot or 12-foot tall. Yeah, it was even bigger than Beavis, so it would have been like 15-foot tall hedges sitting up on this mass, and above it you all see a massive vine woman, a anthropomorphic humanoid looking individual, but clearly is just millions of vines collected to make that appearance. And as she looks down at you and wriggles her hair that descend down to look like locks of curls that are vines twisted above themselves, she looks and says, "Oh my gosh, is that Ivy 1?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even see you there. Oh, it's been so long. Oh my girl, you look famished. Do you need anything?
No, I'm fine. From you? Okay, actually, I do need one thing from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me, what's up?
Just like, and you know how much I hate asking for anything, right?
Oh, yeah, I
just need passage through this.
Oh, do you want to get to the other side of the maze?
What's that?
You want to get to the other side of the maze?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
My whole group actually.
Oh, you're hanging. Oh my God, you're hanging out with non-plants. Oh, they're so kind of you. What a truly, what a gracious heart you have to hang out with that disgusting mess of individuals. Is that just a bunch of rats tied together? Oh, you
Yes, it is.
have such a sweet soul. And look, I would love to point you in the right direction, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Ivy. When you know me, I kind of I can't really move these vines.
Oh yeah, it's out of your control.
Well, it was kind of here before I got here, and I just kind of grew on them. So now I'm just like here. So I can't really move the roots, but all this stuff that's like they were so tasty for my ivy to grow, and now look at me. So I'll tell you this. This is what I do know. All the other paths will circle back to where you are, but only one path will take you where you need to be.
Okay, that's how a maze works. Thank you so much.
I'm getting there, Ivy. Truly, God, 200 years and still impatient as ever. To find the right path, you need to trust your nose. And
my nose.
Yeah, okay. I know you don't have one of those, but one of you non-plants must. You just have to sniff your right way out.
Okay.
And so,
all right.
I'm going to indicate what is now a thing that happens in like Dungeons and Dragons games: a skill check. To find the right path, you all must make perception checks. Perception in this case is going to involve using your nostrils to scent out the way to go. If you can convince me that you deserve advantage for this roll, tell me. If not, I will just treat it plain. And the DC for this is going to be 17. So you want to try and get above a 17. Let's move over to the roll page and see how folks are doing.
So we'd be rolling 1d20 plus the modifier you have for perception.
Yes, exactly. Or if you go to your character sheets and just click on your character and click that dice next to it, awesome. And so, Ben, is that the first roll for this?
Yes, and I have a -5 to perception as well because I'm wearing night vision goggles in the day.
So yeah, you definitely don't get it. Let's see as the rest of the rolls come in. You got a nat 1 + 1. We got a 6. We got a 15.
Well, almost.
Almost.
I rolled a natural 1, so I think
5 from Harrison and a 17 from Joan. You guys rounded out. You guys got there. And well done. As you look around and you're sniffing and sort of walking around the path looking for it, I would love to hear, Harrison, how do you find the path with the Forevergreen smell? Because do you have nostrils? Do they work, or what happens there? Also, I would love to hear why both are seismic characters. Both of our like rock intuitive individuals were able to suss out the right path to go. Why do you think that is, you guys? That's Joe.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tara, we're both from the Earth, so we're closely in tune with the vines and the rocks and the dust and anything that comes from Earth. and Ivy is part of that. And so we're able to, what I did personally is I tugged on every single little vine. I said, excuse me, may I tug on you?
Mm-hmm.
And I tugged on every single one of them. And then I tugged on the right one and I found the way. And I said, and it just led me there. It pulled me. So I tugged it and they pulled.
Nice.
That's how I found it.
So you looking at this countless options, found the right way. And Harrison, I don't know if you know this, but we're doing a charity stream today. And so part of it, the way it works is that if you all donate, if you're watching at home, if you donate every $25, one of our characters undergoes an alpha mutation. And someone just donated $50. So Harrison and Joan, both of you are going to be undergoing some mutations because you all also succeeded this check, and that's 225 rules. So for that, I'm going to pull up on my page, I'm going to keep this hidden from you all, the alpha mutation cards. And I'm going to ask you to roll, each of you, roll me a d20.
Okay.
Okay.
Harrison rolled a 7 and Joan got a 14 there.
Perfect. Okay. Ooh. So, Harrison, I want you, in your character sheet, let me pull this up for you. I'm looking at Dwayne so I can tell you where to put it. I believe in Origins, or it's in, Alpha Mutations. In Alpha Mutations, the tab all the way over, you click on that, and inside of it, you'll be able to add this description to it and sort of update it. You got a 7, correct? You gain the ability to do a psi attack called Cloud the Mind. You target one creature in a burst range around you. The target can't see you. They just can't see you. While under this effect, the target doesn't realize you exist or notice any of your actions. So you can virtually just disappear from someone. This is a psi-based ability. So if you have anything that affects your psi, like based rolls, be sure to utilize that next time you use this. But yeah. And then, nice. And then, Joan, you rolled, you got a 14, correct?
Yep.
Heck yeah. So for a 14, you got bio feelers. You can see creatures or objects within 2 squares of you that are invisible and obscured. So you can basically, you gain extra sensory abilities to be able to suss out the vision and the route. And I think that's actually kind of what helps you a little bit more than Dwayne. As Tara, you're looking and sort of seeing, and suddenly something about the earth shifts and a little bit of radioactive energy alters in you, and you unlock something you didn't know you could do before, and you kind of see the trace pollen that's left from the evergreen tree that's drifted on the wind along the way. And as your eyes sort of sharpen and you like feel almost their weight in the air, you look down, and of course, even though Dwayne is tiny in a rock and now easily invisible to most, you could never lose sight of your little rock buddy. And he's pointing you in the right direction. And so you two turn around and look back at your group, and what do you say to him?
I say, guys, I found the route. There's a pollen trail going towards this really dark entrance, so I think we should, just keep walking towards it.
Right, I've got night vision goggles. I can see inside the dark, so let's go.
As you all begin to make your route through, you're walking along, you make your way across this path, and what's odd about this maze is this, you realize from what your IV2 told you all the other paths sort of looped back and connected. This path is literally a straight shot, and anyone who has horses feel it pulling themselves forward closer towards the direction that it needs to go. And as you eventually clear through this roughly like 200 yard long hallway, you break through the other side and see what appears to be a wasteland of acid and rock just cracked over along this space, and you see a few trees devoid of any foliage present within the space. And as you walk through and you see these trees, they begin to vibrate and they begin to move. And before you know it, a voice on the wind begins to sing to you. Over the river and through the woods, oh, how the wind does blow! It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. And suddenly, a swoop, as I look this up, a flock of dangerous bloodbirds begin to appear on the horizon. 12, in fact, as they swoop at you through the air, whistling along the wind. I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative. So for that, let's get a turn order tracker. And for this, I need you all, if you select your tokens on the screen, on the Roll20 screen, and then press the initiative button on your character sheet, we can get those tracked and we can see how you all do in this combat. For me, I'm going to have to... I'm going to see if I can make a token real fast for this bloodbird and add it in as well.
So for initiative, we have to type in roll 1d20 plus our initiative modifier.
Yes, you could, or if you go to Beavis, right, and I'm on your sheet right here. I've clicked your token on the map, and now I'm on your page, and I just click. Your initiative. Oh, I guess it's not. Yeah, you just have to do that. We'll track it manually then. Let me know what everyone gets. Yes.
I've got 0 modifier next to my initiative, so I'm just rolling it.
Well, no, but you have a 1 initiative, so it's a D20 plus 1. Yeah. Okay. And then let me keep track of this. What is Can you read out your scores to me, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. So it's a D20 plus 1. So if my initiative is 4, do I do it?
No, you do plus 4. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a D20 plus whatever your initiative modifier is there. And then the modifier would have been an additional 1. But this one, just do a D20 plus 4. So can everyone tell me what they got?
I got a 12, baby.
12.
I think I got a 41.
You rolled 5 D20s. So
5 D20.
That makes sense.
1 D20.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 D20.
No, you rolled 5 D20s.
Okay, Usher, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Okay. 8.
I rolled a
Erica,
1.
you got a 6, right? Yes, Erica got a 6.
Sorry. Yeah, I got a 6.
Cool. And Shu, you were saying you got a 1 plus what?
Plus 5
So
was my
6.
initiative.
So you and Erica both tie. Nice. Joan, what'd you
40.
get?
I got a 2 plus 1.
2 plus
so
1?
3.
3. And then Harrison, my man, you got a 17. 17. Okay, so I'm just going to put these in order on my end to keep track of, what's it called?
Turn order.
A turn order, yeah, that thing. And then, honestly, the rest of it kind of lined up nicely on its own. It just goes Harrison, Ben, and then we kind of like loop our way down the line. Cool. So with that, I'll also have to roll for these birds. Oh, nice. A bloodhawk. And this thing, just so we can keep track of what you're fighting, and also keep track of how many there are. Put a bunch down here. There were a total of 8. 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8. as they circle around you, beginning to make their dive, and they receive. Let me look at my statistics about them. Their initiative is a +7, so I'll roll a d20 and I'll add +7 to that for you all. Got a 19. So the birds move fast, and they go first in the order, and they see you all here, and there's quite a few of them. They begin to descend on all of you. So they're going to make a couple of attacks as I'm going to say 6 of them move forward and 2 of them kind of stay back. They're all going to make an attack on each of you. And okay, attack is a 1 + 6 versus AC. Okay, nice. So a melee 1. Actually, a d20 + 6. Cool. Let's go. /roll 1 d20 + 6. They get a 23. Does that pass everybody's armor class?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so as they begin to sweep down on you, and they deal 1d4 + 2d4 radiation damage. So let us see how much that is. 1 and then 2. So they deal 8 damage to you all as they swoop and bite and scrap at you.
Masood,
yes.
I'm a radioactive Yeti, and I have the trait of radioactive, which means that I resist 15 radiation.
So you resist damage up to 15 radiation damage. So you actually don't. You only take the 3 pecking damage, and you don't take any of the radiation damage.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. So at the top of your character's sheet, you'll see your hit points, and so you subtract however much damage you took from the maximum hit points there.
And with that,
So we got 8.
you got 8 -8. Yes. Oh, a good thing to note, since we're now in combat, we're going to move on, and it's a good thing that they went first. Every character gets a couple things that they can do. You can do movement, you can do a major action, and a minor action. A major action is often like attacking something or like doing something larger. You can do a minor interaction with like an object interaction if you need to like engage with stuff. Talking is a free action. You guys can talk as much as you want. Like that's not going to take up time during your turn. If you want to like plan and do stuff, like that's okay, but just try to keep it lively because we're still technically under a crunch. And yeah, and also a big thing, one of the cool things about 4th edition is that they have this thing called everyone can do a second wind. So underneath on your character sheets, if you look on them, they have, let's go to Ivy specifically. You can do hit points. So you have 33 minus 8 would be 25. So you got 25 out of 33 right there. What you could do is you could use a second wind. Which second wind does is you take you gain half of your health plus 1d6. So whatever half your health is, but it takes a minor action on your turn to use a second wind, and you can only use it once per encounter. So like once per fight, you can use that ability. And it comes back after whenever you take a short rest, you get back in 4th edition, you go back up to full health, and you also get your second wind back. So these are going to be some pretty tough fights, some pretty close fights, but if you can get through them, I believe in y'all. And so with that,
this is a one-shot, baby. I want to die.
And with that, we move on to the top of the initiative order. Dwayne, what does Dwayne do?
Man, he goes to the bathroom.
Did he go to the bathroom? We have a bio break, guys. It's built in.
He's very scared.
He had to wait. I understand. You know what? Because Dwayne, this is going to be a slight punishment. He's going to move down in the turn order. Ben, you go first.
That is the best news I've heard all day. I guess I've got a couple of birds pretty close to me, right?
Yeah.
I think I want to use one of my novice powers. This one from my origin as a Yeti, the abominable snowman. Zendaya is Michi. I want to use my big claws power, which is an encounter. Well, it's an at will, so I can do this whenever. So I want to try and use my huge Yeti claws to slice one of these birds.
Absolutely. And they sort of came in at you, so you definitely have a range to get at them. Also, you're a 10-foot tall beast, so your one-armed wingspan would be 5 feet at least. So,
I got some range.
Yeah, you got some range. And so go for it. Make an attack. Is this going to be an unarmed attack? Do you have a weapon on you in any capacity?
It is actually my novice power.
Okay, so your novice power. What is that? How does that damage? What does it say to attack for that?
It's D20 plus 6 because it's a strength attack plus my level plus 2 versus AC.
Awesome. So let me
it'll be
pull up
D20
the AC, and just to compare. Yeah, give me a roll. And what did you get?
24, baby.
Oh, you definitely hit. Roll damage, my guy.
All right, let me take a peek at what the damage roll is. 1d10 plus strength plus 2 times my level. Okay, hang on. My strength modifier is 3.
I think we're all level 1, right?
Yeah, everyone's level 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to keep both of these open at the same time. So 1d10 plus my strength modifier, which is 3, plus 2.
1d10 plus 3 plus 2. And then you roll. You got to put /R in front of it, which you did. Yes. Perfect. You got 6. And you,
because I rolled a nat 1.
You rolled a nat 1. But as you roll a nat 1 and on damage and still hit this creature with your claws, it looks messed up. It almost looked like you nearly tore a wing off of this thing.
Good, because the target should be slowed to the end of the next turn.
Ooh, nice. And so you see this one, it's trying to make its way. Let's say you are this Yeti, right? Let's move this one close to you. As you swing at it, it begins to try to escape back towards the outside group. I'm going to give you all a little bird friend. Keep you all company. And yeah, there's one more because I said there was 8. Perfect. And so as you ring your claw down on this one, up next, it's going to Harrison. I'm sorry, I didn't know you went to the restroom, and so to save face and speed, I moved you down in the turnover, bud. So now
that's right, Harrison. I'm number 1 now.
All right, and so
that's okay. I'm hanging on the Yeti's back. Can I do that? Because I don't have legs. I don't have legs, so it's hard to move.
Yeah, you could definitely.
So I'm like, I'm holding on his back, like on the Yeti's back, like that. Yeah. No, so I'll go. Yeah, I'll go.
It actually works because you guys are standing right next to each other here. So one of them swoops down from the front, and it's swooping on you from the back. What do you do to this bird as it's coming at you, or as you're trying to get it after it just got you?
Could I have Beavis throw me into the bird?
That would have involved you and Beavis coordinating your turns, but because Beavis uses his hand to and I'll let that happen because you also there's a lot of us are clumped up. So if you want to do some combo moves together and sort of figure out some stuff, I'll totally allow it. But at least for this one, what do you do on your own? You seismic doppelganger.
Oh, seismic doppelganger. So I don't. So what I do is I'm hanging on the Yeti's back like this.
Yeah.
I grab onto the Yeti's shoulders and I propel myself with my rock triceps, and I go and I use a headbutt move, and it's shining there, so it's ding, like that, and I'm launching myself into the bird.
Awesome. So you're gonna do an unarmed attack. Okay. Thank you for giving me that description, but with that
unarmed
boils down
attack,
for me. It's an unarmed attack.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
And so for your character sheet, let's look up how to do that. Over on your miscellaneous, I put that in for you. It's a D20 plus 7.
A D20 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
To hit, and then we'll figure out damage afterwards. Okay. Or wait, do you want to do? Is this a powerful attack or a quick attack? In your opinion?
I guess this would be a quick attack.
And just a quick one? Cool. So that's
quick attack.
Awesome. And which one are you going to go after? You got a 20. Do you want to go after the one that is trying to get away after that what's it called? Ben.
Yeah, that one. That one. Nobody runs from us. Nobody runs
awesome.
from us.
So after
I don't want it to tell its bird friends. Yeah, no.
So this one, as it's trying to move out of the space and swap its way, you get a swing on it and you hit it for how much damage? Roll a D4.
D4, okay. 11.
No, you did a D20 plus
11.
4.
Oh.
So over on the left side, you can also just there's like simple we can do.
Okay.
If you want to just do like a simple D4 right there, you just D4.
D4, okay.
3 damage, nice. And so this one kind of falls down next to you guys. It is bloody, it's messed up, but it is still alive, but just barely. And so you see this other one's back up here. You've got this one behind you. Up next, Usra. What do you do?
Well, can I be persuasive with the bird, or do I have to fight the bird?
You know what? Give me an insight check. Give me an insight into whether or not you could try to communicate with this bird.
Okay. I think I rolled it.
Yeah, D20 plus 1 plus 0. You got a 2. You got a nat 1.
Natural 1.
You got a nat 1.
Nothing but natural ones on this team.
It's
So what the heck?
I tell you what, this bird ain't said anything to you so far. It just came in and swooped and bit at you. You bet you could reason with this bird. You really, you might, you actually, but you don't know. Maybe it's just a bird though. Maybe it's just a bird. No. You could reason with this bird, but it's a bird. Like, you are so confused on whether or not a bird has consciousness truly, or if it's just instinctual. This bird is like a hedgehog like you. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say on whether or not you think you could talk to this bird.
Okay. So I should fight the bird?
What do you, if you were to role play your character who tried to muse, like truly, what would your character do? What would Richard...
Well, my character's so weak, so I feel like...
Well, you got them. You have a mental push. You have different abilities. You could try.
Oh, so I can like mind control?
Yeah, definitely. Look at your novice actions. Those are definitely things that you can use to your advantage. You can also, if we look at your character, do some other options there. Like in miscellaneous, we break down a lot of like the choices that you could use if you wanted to just like punch them or like do something like a physical attack. But also because of you're all mutants and psychic abilities, with mental push here, you do a D20 plus 5 using a charisma based attack, so you don't use your strength.
Yeah, I just thought a charisma attack. Yeah, can I do that?
Absolutely. So give me a D20 plus 5.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I got 12.
Nice. Unfortunately, wait, let me double check their armor class. If the 12 hits. I want to make sure. Unfortunately, their armor class is 15. It does not. So you try to shoot this, like, what does it look like as you try to hit this bird with a mental push?
I don't know. Like, I tried to make it think that it can't fly anymore.
And because you're a psychic, sort of you as a hedgehog reach up and concentrate, and we see a little circle of like purple energy come off of the dome of your skull, and it hits the bird, and its wings stop flapping for a moment as it thinks, "No, I shouldn't be doing this," and then it remembers its bones are hollow, and it moves its arms back and forth and begins to fly. You, as a speedster, also have the ability to do a quick attack as a minor action if you want to also try to make a melee attack against this.
Okay.
Creature. Yeah.
Why not?
Awesome. And so for that, you do a D20 plus 4.
D20 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got
22.
a 22. You hit. Great. And so give me a D4 for damage.
Wait, what does that mean?
Oh, so you can, on the left side of the screen here, you've got a bunch of die under one of the options. You can just click a D4. That tells me how much damage you did. First was to see whether or not you hit, and then this sees how much your hit does against their health.
Oh, okay. So now I have to do. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now I need to roll. Wait. Okay. Roll a what?
Just a D4.
4. Okay.
2. Nice. And so you clock this one with a really fast punch as it so it, like, I think this is what happens. You hit it with a mental push, it forgets that it can't fly for a moment and it flutters, and you punch it really fast and it moves off. Nice. And it begins to move its arms again as it flies away. Okay. Awesome. Up next, Erica. What does Ivy get up to?
Ivy is wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So both of my novice powers are bursts. What does that mean?
So that like identifies the range that your attack would take place in. So some novice powers are like a ranged ability, so you could hit something from far away. Because yours are bursts, they affect in the immediacy around you. They're like an area of effect kind of about ability. And so for you, Ivy, particularly, you could use your brickbat. It's a burst one. You can each enemy you can see around you would get hit. So you could attack multiple enemies if you were getting surrounded by a bunch, as long as they were directly around you.
So right now there's only one around me?
Right now,
what's like the range here?
Right now there's only one in the immediate range. You can see they kind of like separated you guys to do like this one-on-one thing, and 2 of them are still above you, out of range, circling. And so yeah. And
then my other move is a close burst 2. Does that mean like the range is a little further out?
Yes, exactly. The range would be a close burst 1 is 5 feet around you. A close burst 2 would be 10 feet around you.
Are there other birds within 10 feet, or are both only going to hit one?
I think you could probably get, I imagine, as standing next to you, if you did it in the air, you could get the birds that are messing with Dwayne, and the ones that are messing with, we've got Tara over here.
Okay, yeah, let's do some damage and help my friends out.
Awesome. And so for this, do a D20 plus 4.
Okay, D20 plus 4. Come on. Ooh, 15.
15. Meets it, beats it. That's the rule of Dungeons and Dragons. So you definitely hit all 3 of them, and hit me with a. So your attack. Are you doing lashing creepers? Your novice
I'm doing lashing creepers.
Awesome. So this is 1d6 plus your Constitution modifier plus your level. So that's your level is 1, and your Constitution modifier. Let's go to your front over here. Is 3. So it's 1d6 plus 4 essentially.
Okay. Oh, so, okay. Hold on. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 4.
You got 9.
Got a 9.
Big damage. You got 9 on these 3. You hit them with this burst. What does it look like as you lash out with your creepers? What does it look like for this plant mass to attack these birds?
Yeah. So since I'm doing it from the air, it's an air move. I like push my whole body into the air, and then I whip out my vines like in every direction all at once, and it's like an explosion of vines.
That's wild. You pop yourself up, and you sort of get into, like, you spring yourself into the air enough, and you stick your head like vines out in a way that makes yourself look like a pointillism drawing in every direction, and then you snap back after like clearly stabbing 3 of these birds, and they're pretty messed up. You see they weren't before, but they're bloodied now. They're flying. They're trying to keep themselves up, but they're not kind of in the same shape as the one that the Yeti and that Beavis and Dwayne got up to on this other side, the one that they've been focusing down.
That's what you get for making nests out of plants, birds.
You see them like being upset. They gotta live too. Shu, you're up next. What is Rat Sputin get up to?
Can I roll an insight check to see how lonely this bird is?
This one bird in front of you? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm not gonna deny anyone the ability to roll. You got a 22. This bird is not that lonely. If this bird was flying alone, it would be lonely. But it's got a flock. It's got some buddies.
No, personally.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Does it need a... Okay.
And the thing is, it's got friends, but it hasn't found that special someone. You can see in this group of 8, there are clearly these pairings of birds. You say, as like, especially as they get hurt, certain ones flock to them. And this bird doesn't really fly towards any other one. It doesn't look like any bird is too concerned with this one. So its full attention is on you. What do you do?
How do I roll to seduce this bird?
Well, in this game, it uses a skill called interaction. It would have been persuasion in 5th edition, but in this one, it's interaction. And my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Do your best to seduce this ravenous bloodbird, mutated by radiation, a literal rat king.
What do I roll for this?
You roll a interaction. So on your character sheet over here, you just press that button over there, and we'll see what you get. You got a 5.
Oh!
I'm gonna tell you, it like, what do you say to this bird? We gotta role play this out. What do you say to this bird after suddenly knowing so much about its life?
Oh, it's not what I say; it's what I sing. When the moon hits the pie like a big pizza eye, that's amore.
Oh, that's not even the right words, God! It's more upset and incensed at you.
God.
And so I'm gonna let that be your minor action, trying to communicate with it. I'll still let you have your major action and your movement. What else do you want to do to this bird that you've clearly upset with your unfortunate cover?
All right, I'm gonna have to swarm you. I tried to romance you, but not everyone's. The old ways don't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is +2 to bio overcharge.
Yes. So swarm. What that would do? Or what are you looking at?
I'm looking at oranges.
That's your mutant type. So if you were to do an alpha mutation that has overcharge, you get a +2 if it was a bio attack. But this one is for swarm. Let me update that just for you a little bit. It is a 1d20 +5.
Okay, so 1d20 +5.
Yep.
1d20 +5.
Mm-hmm. A d20 plus, you got a 12. Unfortunately, a 12 will not cut it. Its armor class is 15. You try to swarm it. You try to reach up and grab around it, but in its incessant move, it kind of flaps away further from you. And it gets out of the way. Up next, Joan. What do you do?
Okay, so these birds are really pissing me off.
Yeah.
So I want to use my novice power of doing a seismic stomp.
Ooh. So let's look at your ability of Seismic Stomp. It's a close burst, so you hit the ones nearby you, and each creature in the burst gets it. It's a strength attack versus fortitude, so it is it's a d20 +5. Give us that roll. Gotta beat a 15. They're coming.
17.
17 does it as this bird that's already been hit by the vines earlier from Erica's IV attack. So let's roll damage. You do 1d6 plus your strength modifier plus your level. So that is you're already level 1. So 1 plus your strength. Let's look at your strength. It's 4. So 5 plus a d6. You do 10. Wow, 10 damage to this one. It's dead. You kill this bird as you seismically stomp. I think you actually, what it appears to me is you raise your foot up, and underneath you, the earth rises and lifts you in the air, and as you bring your foot down, it catches on top of the bird, and you stomp it into the earth as the ground around you crushes around its body. And so, after that, it's the bird's turn. So this one right here in front of Joan is it's dead. It's big old DED, so it's gonna fly away over here. You got a dead bird. The other ones are now, you see another one over here. It's gonna kind of move and swoop in this way to attack Joan. This other one's gonna continue circling above, and the rest of them are gonna make another attack on y'all. And that is gonna be it's a 1d20 plus 6, right? Slash R 1d20 plus 6. It's a 22. Ooh, these birds are lethal. They come at you again. They're clawing, they're pecking, and they're gonna be doing another d4 plus 2d4 damage. So let's see how it comes out. Let's do 1d4. 2d4 damage. Ooh, it's another 8 damage total. 3 first and then 5 on the back end as they're coming through. And it's getting tough. Our party's looking a little worse for wear. Some of them are probably, I'm imagining, getting to under half health. Bear in mind, you can use a second wind during your minor action to get back up if you want to. Just keeping that for folks' knowledge. And as we get back to the top of the turn order, it's Harrison. What do you do?
First thing you got to do is unmute, brother.
How many of these Yeti? Excuse me. I put my hands over Yeti's mouth and say, "Shh, it's not your turn." I whisper in Yeti's ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeti has no idea why he can't talk.
How many of these birds are left?
7. You guys have killed one.
7.
The one between you and the Yeti is really messed up, though. You guys have done quite a bit to it.
Okay.
But there's one still up in the air, and there's the other 6 that are around you.
Can I coordinate with Yeti for him to actually throw me?
Yeah, you guys actually, your turn order is right next to one another. So if you guys want to do like a combo move, explain to me what you want to do, and I will figure out how it breaks down in terms of rolls.
Real quick, Monsieur, before we do that, which of the damage rolls that you just did was radioactive damage?
The 5. The 5.
15. Okay, so I only took 3.
Yeah, you only took 3.
Okay, sweet. Mm-hmm. Anyways, what are we doing, Dwayne?
I want you to throw me. Can we hit more? Can we hit multiple of these birds?
I'm gonna say with your range, you could hit the one that's in front of you and this one that's right above you. Those two, they're circling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. We don't have thrown weapons here.
I mean, you're making one. You're increasing your already long range as a Yeti by swinging a rock around. That's yeah.
Okay, so I've got a heavy ranged weapons. A two-handed weapon would be d20 plus 7.
I would say this is your condensed mass. I'd imagine. I don't think Dwayne is, though a small stone probably weighs more, like what, 25 pounds is like a 30 pound.
Right, so that's a heavy.
I've been working out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You've been putting on mass.
Yes, fine. I've been putting on mass.
There you go.
So he's a heavy ranged weapon.
He's a heavy ranged weapon. I'll say that. So
okay, and so I'll do two-handed because I'll grab him from behind from my backpack and whip him at a bird.
So you're gonna try to clock in an arc the one that's like already facing him, and then bring it down on the bird in front of you. Perfect. What is it? Give me a roll. A d20 plus 7. You gotta be to 7. You gotta be a 15. No. I think on this one it's because it's Ben. He's gonna roll damage. So 24. 24.
That 20, baby.
That 20 hits. Hell yeah. Well done.
Yes.
So now you'd roll double damage on this. So what is it to hit?
Oh boy, it's a lot of damage. So it's already 2d8.
Oh.
I'm rolling 4d8.
You'd roll 4d8. Yes. I'm gonna tell you now. They have 12 hit points. These birds have 12 hit points. You kill these both birds.
Just turn them into red meat.
They literally puff into feathers and dissipate as you chuck this rock around and coming through. I will say, here's the thing about physics, though, Dwayne. For every for every force, there has to be an equal opposite force against it.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So you're going to have to take I'm going to ask you to resist taking damage from being used like a blunt weapon.
Okay.
And for that, I think I'm gonna use your Constitution because that feels like the thing that would do. Let's do a Constitution check. Roll me a d20 off your Constitution. If you get above a 10, you don't take any damage.
Okay, so
Just on your character sheet, you just press that little die next to Constitution.
okay. Is under what under tab is it?
Main. So you got your ability scores and
Main,
modifier to the right.
Constitution.
In the top
11.
11. So press the die next to that 11.
The little purple.
11. Okay.
Click it.
I'm clicking it.
You got a 14. I told you the DC was 10. You meet it. You pass it. You take no damage on this as you puff through both of these birds and disintegrate them. Up next through the order, since you guys use your combo turn to take out these two birds, we've got Asura. What are you doing?
Okay, I looked through my thing and I saw that I can do a I can do a mental push as one of my novice powers.
Yes.
So I want to do that.
Awesome. And so you've got this one that's still squirming in front of you. So for that one, it's a D20 plus 5, I believe, right?
D20 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay, let me roll.
Gotta be to 15, so 10 or higher does it for you.
D20 plus 5.
It's a 15! Meets it, beats it. You hit it. And how much damage does a mental push do before its special effect?
I don't know.
Let me
Where
see
would
this.
I find that?
So in mental push, if you scroll down in that space, I included it a little bit. It's underneath hit. It's a charisma modifier, psychic damage. So what is your charisma modifier? Let's look on that. It's 4.
Okay.
So it does 4. It does a flat 4 psychic damage already, and then it target makes a basic attack against a creature of your choice. So you do 4 damage flat to it, and then it has to hit something else. This one has been the one that you've been scraping with, going back and forth. And last time you did, let me double check. You punched it really fast for 2 damage.
While it was confused.
Confused. And now through the struggle, you actually break through with this mental push, and you're able to make it do an additional 4 as well. And then what do you have happen to it? Who do you tell it to attack? Actually, what does this look like? Do you want to describe what it appears as Richard, the very fast hedgehog, mentally pushes this blood hawk?
Well, I imagine this blood hawk is trying to fly, like flapping its wings really intensely, trying to go forward, but somehow it's like just going backwards. And it's like a wall is like, an invisible wall is in front of it, pushing it as it's like trying to flap forward.
It's like, I imagine when you see those car commercials, they put jet streams over the cars while they're like on a treadmill. That's what this bird looks like. It's like the wind's going above it as it's trying to move forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so you do 4 damage to it, and then what do you tell it to do? Because now you have the ability to force it to attack.
Control of it?
Yeah. You can force it to attack till the end of your next turn.
Oh, cool. So I can tell it to attack its friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So there was a bird that was like, Joan's still dealing with a bird, right? Tara and Ivy are both
the Ivy's bird is lower. Done. It's been damaged. The one that Joan killed died, and another one came to take its place. So there's that one. Yes.
So I guess I'll attack that one because it's newer.
Awesome. Or you could also attack the one that's closer that you've done some damage to as well. You have a couple options. Okay.
I'll attack the one that's taken damage. Why not?
Cool. So you have this one that you've taken damage. It's just 4. You're gonna swing it after the one that attacked Joan. That you're saying the fresh one that's in there. Perfect. right? And so these two are going to be going after one another, and that'll resolve itself on the bird's turn because it's going to attack when the bird attacks. So cool. Is there anything else you want to do?
Oh, I can do something else.
You can. Well, you have a minor action, so if there's something small, right?
Okay, let me see. Sorry. So my minor action.
I just say this because you're a speedster, so technically you could still punch another. You could punch something really fast as a speedster.
I would love to punch something really fast.
Lovely. Do you want to punch the bird you already mentally pushed, or do you want to?
So if I punch the bird that I mentally pushed, will it still attack the other bird?
It will still, because in this one it's different. It's not confusion like some of the other ones. It won't break out of it. You can still hit it. Mental push is like a unique ability that'll.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll punch it.
You'll punch it. Okay, cool. And for that, it's a D20 plus 4.
Okay.
Got to beat a 15.
D20 plus 4. Here we go. Oh, 13.
A 13. Nope. Yeah, it flies away. You can't give it a little punch on the way out. Up next, Erica.
Sad.
What do you get up to?
Okay, I'm going to use my other novice power, which is a brick bat. The attack is a D20 plus 5 plus weapon accuracy. So where's my weapon accuracy?
Well, what are you using for your weapon? So that's the thing. Like if you had different weapons grant different weapon accuracies.
Okay.
If you are doing like an unarmed attack, your weapon accuracy, depending on it, is either like 2 or 3. If you're doing a quick attack, it's 2. If you it's 3. If you're doing a strong attack, it's 2, but you do more damage. Yeah.
And so, like, any of these objects in my equipment are weapons, basically?
Let me look at your gear. What are interactables for specific? The umbrella is specifically a weapon. Let me look up in what is the umbrella stats.
I've also got a DVD player, which feels like
that's actually also a weapon.
That's an Amanda Bynes joke. You remember that on the Amanda show when they would say, "Knock knock, who's there?" DVD player, and then she'd be like, "I'm gonna hit your head with the DVD
I'm gonna hit
player."
you in the head. Yes, that's iconic.
Exactly
That's
what's
such
going
a
on right
deep
now.
cut, Ben. Oh my god.
That's how I learned
Nice.
comedy from that show.
So
tragic.
Umbrella's weapon damage is 1d6, and its accuracy is 2.
And what about the DVD player?
The DVD player's accuracy is 1, and its damage is a d4.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
It's statistically worse, and I like that you're making this decision. Yes.
What we just discussed.
Yeah.
The nostalgia factor. But wait, if I use it once, is it still a viable weapon, or like it's gone?
Well, we'll roll about it because this is the
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's see. D20 plus 5 plus weapon accuracy, which you said was 1.
For the DVD player, so it's a D20 plus 6.
Go! Wish me luck, everybody.
Fingers crossed.
Boom. Woo! 22.
Well done. And so you hit with the DVD player. Deal a D4 of damage. Well, actually, let's see. It's 1D4 plus your strength modifier, and you knock the target prone. So
Wait, what DVD was in the player?
Yeah. What DVD was in the player? Is it She's the Man? Is it an Amanda Bynes reference or what?
What's something that'd be like that Hitchcock movie, The Birds?
Oh, The Birds.
Ooh, ironic.
Yeah.
You pull this DVD player with you and you smack it across. So give me 1d4 plus your strength modifier, which is 4. So 1d4 plus 4, and you knock the damage for him. So yeah, 1d4 plus 4.
Okay, can I say one thing too? Yeah. I googled brickbat because I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah.
And I was ready for my turn. And it says a piece of brick typically when used as a weapon or a remark or comment which is highly critical and typically insulting.
Oh.
So I think when I use this move, I should get to insult.
Yeah.
My enemy.
Knowing the type of person Ivy is, I like this flavor. You also you hit it with a DVD player. You gotta put a little special on it. What do you say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no! Now I have to think of an insult. That's fine. I'm sure.
Masood, if this insult is good, she should get like an extra 2 on it.
If it's a good burn, I'll give some bonuses. Hell yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d4 plus 4. Here we go.
Yeah. Ooh.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Well done. And this is the one that was hurt a little bit before. Actually, I think you killed this one. The bird that's in front of you. Yeah, you do. I'm keeping track of this data right here. You've now murdered this bird. Well done.
I'll say the early bird gets the worm in hell.
Honestly, I was like, oh, that's pretty trite. And then the in hell came, and I wasn't expecting it. So well done. Well done. You heal yourself for 3 hit points. I'll let you heal yourself off that sick burn.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And so this that bird is dead. And now we move on to Shu's turn. What is Ratsputin get up to?
All right. I think I should use my second win because I got hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna check that.
Mm-hmm. And so you'd roll one. Let me double check, but I believe it's half your health plus. Let me. I'll find it real quickly and confirm with you.
Yeah.
Yes. Using your second wind as a minor action. Second wind. You can heal yourself once per encounter using your second wind. Doing so, you regain hit points equal to your bloodied value, 1/2 of your total hit points. You also get +2 to all defenses to the start of next turn, which is really dope. So cool. You regain half your health, maximum health. Just add that to your score, and your AC will be +2 until the end of next turn.
Okay, so I need to add half of 30 to my hit points?
Yeah, recurrent is, so add 15 to it.
Okay.
You basically get 15
that's
back.
28.
Nice, and that's a minor action, so you can also still attack, which is pretty nice.
I'm gonna have to use Shriek. I tried to romance the bird, but, wasn't lonely enough for the Rat King.
And what is Shriek a...
It's a novice power.
It's a novice
terrifying.
Power. It's a burst move, right?
Yes.
So
or am I too far away for that?
No, I mean this. There's definitely the bird that is right next to Richard and the one in front of you, and a couple fewer above. Let's see the range on it, just to see how many you could hit with it. Terrifying Sheik. It's Blast 2. Yeah, you could definitely hit all the birds that are above you really quickly with this one.
Okay.
Nice. And so, let's see. Yeah, its attack is a D20 plus 4 plus level. So that it's a D20 plus 4 for you. Gotcha.
D20 plus 4. Okay. / roll D20 plus 4. Ah!
What'd you get? An 8? Unfortunately, that does not make it. As you try to hit these birds with this shriek, the wind catches your voice along on it and kind of blows it away. They flap it with their wings. Up next, Joan, what do you do?
I'd like to try doing a powerful attack.
Nice. And so for Tara, that'll be a D20 plus 7. 10. Does not make it. You try and punch this bird. It does not get. You guys have killed 1, 2, 3, 4 of these birds. There's only 4 that remain as they descend. And you see, actually, before we resolve what they do, we got to resolve what Richard's bird does as it goes after one of its friends. And so for that, let's go back to... I gotta find this bloodbird. All right, here we go. So it's another D20 plus 6. Gonna do it this way because I'm lazy, and I'm gonna do mental math. It definitely hits. So it hits this other bird, and it does 1d4 plus 1d4. It's 2d4. Nice. So it actually kills the bird that was attacking Joan as well. You guys are falling like flies now as you guys have been picking them apart and moving through them. That was the injured bird that had sort of swooped around. There's still one full health bird and 2 of them that are a little damaged. These 3, as they go in, I believe they're gonna go probably after the Yeti, particularly after the fact that they saw him destroy 2 of the other ones with his rock friend. So the Yeti's gonna get attacked, Ivy's gonna get hit, and the other one attacked the other bird, so only those 2 are gonna worry about this. So Ivy and Yeti, you're just gonna keep track of your health for this one, and the damage.
What was the count on that one?
It's 16. 16 is not 16 damage, 16 to hit. What is your armor class?
Oh.
11.
So it gets the Yeti.
Where do I see the armor?
It should say under defenses AC.
Oh, 14.
14. Let's go. Does it? Oh, I rolled a d20. It rolled a 16. Yes, so it does hit. And so we'll roll damage again. This is a d4. You both take 4. And then Ivy, you take an additional 5.
9?
You take 9. What is Ivy looking at? How much health is Ivy at?
I've got 11.
Ooh, getting dangerous, getting close. But you guys are on the last legs. These are the last 3 birds here, and one of them is still mentally pushed by Usra until the start of their turn. So we're gonna move back to the top of the order to our Geodude. Sorry, Dwayne. And his rock form.
Dwayne. My name is Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock.
Yeah.
What do you do?
No, just Dwayne.
Just Dwayne. Sorry.
Dwayne from Neighborhood.
I thought you were
I'm a simple
Dwayne,
rock.
and then I was calling you the Rock because you are a rock.
Yeah, more of a stone, but yeah,
for sure.
Same
Dwayne the
thing.
Stone.
Anyway,
Sorry.
yeah.
But yes,
Dwayne the Stone. Yeah.
What does the stone do? Opening a can of what butt? What's going on?
I'm gonna open a can of my crochet set because that's what I got, and I can't. Yeti must be tired because Yeti's getting attacked by birds, so Yeti can't launch me. And I could. My triceps are tired from like splitting it up for that quick attack, so I want to throw one of my needles from my crochet set. Can I do that?
I think it's a croquet set. Like croquet.
Croquet set?
Like hammers and ball. I don't think it's a crochet set, my dude. I think it's a croquet set.
No, this goes back because I'm
gonna read the gear. And
this dude
it's got a Q in
crochet
it.
set.
He said the whole time everyone else was going researching crochet.
I love you, my guy.
A croquet set. Wait, if it's a croquet set, then,
you got hammers. You got a couple wooden hammers and some of those balls inside of it as well. Yeah.
Okay, I would have rather preferred a crochet set, but
it's more. You have much more utility out of a crochet set. When are you gonna have time to play croquet in the nuclear apocalypse, right?
Yeah, I'm a fancy rock. That's what I am. Okay. So yeah, I want to use my croquet set.
Your croquet set, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
but the hammer part of the set.
Oh, before we get into this, we got another $25 donation. So for this one, I'm gonna say, Harrison, you got the last one, and Joan also got the last one. So on this one, let me roll a 1d4 to see who gets the new mutation. Thank you for donating. We really appreciate it, y'all. This is so great. Such a good cause. 2, we're going to move. Usra, you get this random mutation. Roll a d20. Actually, I was looking at a d80 for me to see which mutation.
A d80?
A d80. I'm doing the full gambit this time to see which one.
Oh my god. Okay, so I do d80.
Tell me the number, please.
51.
51. Let's roll to 51 and see what you get. Bum, 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 bum. Anticipation's killing me. Let's see. Oh, there's so many mutations, guys. Ooh, I found it. You've vampiric healing.
Oh.
You get to you can target. It's a standard action. It's a melee touch. One creature. You do your level plus 3 to attack. It's like a d20 plus 3 based on your level. So no, a d20 plus 4. 1 plus 3. And it's 3d8 plus your constitution modifier. and twice your level for necrotic damage. So I'm gonna copy and paste this into the chat, so you could then copy and paste it into your character sheet as you need.
Amazing. Yes.
Boom. So that is in the Roll20 chat, so you should have that there. And then it's a level +3, and then your Constitution value twice your level. Yeah. And so the big thing is you gain hit points equal to 5 plus your level when you use this mutation. And so as the blood of this Bloodhawk falls onto like Usra, the one that you mentally controlled, kills the other one, and as this blood and viscera falls onto your face, your tongue goes out and tastes it, and it's good. It's a little invigorating. And for some animals, you could call it vampiric touch. For others, it's a sign of rabies. So you might want to get checked at. But in the meantime, you got this new ability. Wonderful. And thank you so much for donating. We really appreciate it. We'll get right back into it. And so you, as Harrison, you made your you wanted to use your croquet set to attack this bird. What are you doing for that? Are you imagine you're using a one-handed weapon?
The croquet for the hammer?
For the croquet for the hammer? I think it's a one-handed weapon.
One-handed, yeah.
One-handed? Okay. So give me a D20 plus 7.
D20 plus 7, okay. 9.
9 does not hit, unfortunately, my guy. So you swing this croquet set.
Better
it doesn't get it. You're a croquet set, yeah.
I'm better at crochet anyway.
What is that's you got any minor action that you want to do on your turn? Do you want to sort of move or do anything else?
Yeah. Could I go back into hide behind Yeti?
Yeah, you can definitely move behind the Yeti as you sort of duck behind him. Speaking of which, Yeti, it's your turn.
All right, I think I am getting thoroughly PO'd by the Bloodhawks, and I think it's time for Yeti to tap into the radioactive part of being a Yeti. I think I'm trying to rip off the night vision goggles that I've been wearing, revealing that I'm like Cyclops from the X-Men.
You wear the night vision to block them.
To block the radioactive beams that are shooting out of my eyes, because my at-will novice power from being radioactive is radiation eyes, ranged attack where I zap somebody. So I still have a Bloodhawk near me. I'm going to rip off my night vision goggles, screaming, and I just shoot lasers out of my eyes that are, I assume, green. That's the radiation color, right?
Absolutely standard. And so you shoot these green lasers out of them. Let me look up. Do you have the information for like the attack or everything?
Yeah,
already.
It's D20 plus 5.
Nice. Hit me with a D20 plus 5. Need a 10 or higher to hit. You got a 13.
Boom, it's a 13.
You got it. It definitely gets it. And as you hit it, what's your damage?
It's 1d10 plus
Constitution
4,
modifier plus 4,
which is 4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Nice. So 1d10 plus 6. 13. No, 1d10 plus 6, 8 damage to this one. And this one, you shoot it with your laser beams as it comes at you, stunning it, pushing it back. As it pushes away, your fantastic sight as you put your Splinter Cell goggles back on.
Splinter Cell goggles back on. They're for a regular human's head, so they're like tiny.
So when we take it off, we actually see that your eyes are really inside set on your face.
I got super close together.
Yeah.
Idiot looking Yeti.
Oh, I love it. Cool. And so up next we've got we go to Ustra, who I think unfortunately is not here. Might have to run to the restroom. So you know what that means. They lose their turn till they get back. Erica, what do you do?
All right. So both of my novice powers are encounter moves. So does that mean I've used them up and I have to do something else?
No, what encounter moves mean is that you can only use them in encounters. And so like you can't really use they're like aggressive spaces. You can use novice actions as much as you want. Your alpha mutations, those you use them once and then they go away. And so with those ones specifically for like Usra and like Joan, yours is passive. Harrison, yours as well. At the end of this encounter, you're gonna lose that alpha mutation. Your novice actions are like those things stay in the pocket with you the entire time. So if you want to go invisible, if you want to disappear for a moment, Harrison, you can. But
Didn't you hide behind the Yeti?
Yeah, maybe you did it. You hid behind the Yeti and disappeared. If you want,
I thought I could hold on to that. Yeah, I guess I'm invisible behind the Yeti.
The thing about the mutations are literally meant to be like drawn and used because it's like a radiated filled world. You're constantly changing. So you disappear from sight as well. And Erica, you've got one of these birds right in front of you. There's one nearby. Richard, that one was mentally pushed and is kind of messed up. And there's one that just got shot with a laser beam from Beavis's eyes recently. What does Ivy get up to?
I'm going to do my Lashing Creepers novice power again and try to knock out a couple of these birds that are in my blast radius.
These three are definitely within your range as they're coming nearby you.
Cool. So for this one, my attack is a d20 plus 4. Mm-hmm. So let's do this.
Yeah, bud. 11 or higher?
All right, if I get 11 or higher, I want somebody to donate $11. Here we go.
There we go.
17!
17! There it is! You hit all of them. How much damage you do?
Okay, damage is 1d6 plus con mod plus level physical damage.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 3 plus 1. 1d6 plus 4.
Okay, 1d6 plus 4. 6 plus 4.
9 damage. Guess what? That's enough to wipe out the last of these Bloodhawks right here. You've been pushed around, insulted by this old friend of yours who basically just stole what made you you. And that's what they're still doing, like piggybacking off of other people's hard work and efforts. And you know what? It tees you off. You just had enough. And finally, you spring back again and you stick out your vines as your ivy actually leans forward, and as it ends up, the leaves themselves expand to the birds think they've moved out of the way, and the next thing you know, the leaves shoot out and extend into their hearts as you then retract and they fall to the ground dead.
Hell yeah. This is my eat, pray, love moment, but it's melee.
Well done. You guys have gotten through the first part of this puzzle. Oh, actually, technically the second part of this maze. So congratulations. As you guys gather yourself, you see on the other side a pathway through the trees begins to shuffle and shift, and a small, almost over coverage opens, leading across a bridge that seems to be above a magma river. And so as you begin to gather yourselves and move, I'm going to say, let's take a short bio break. We're going to let folks, if you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to use the restroom, go for it. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And we'll also do a little recap on our group about what you all get up to in terms of like getting your health back and all that stuff. We'll cover a little house maintenance there. But in the meantime, we'll be right back. So thank you all so much for hanging out. It's Rollvember. We really appreciate you hanging and donating for charity. And be sure to keep donating because we've got more weird mutations that would leave stuff behind. And I imagine that was one of the first people to come to this new commune that Richard was establishing in the post-Big Mistake era, the Rasputin arriving. How long was it before we've got like rats and hedgehogs and yetis? How long was it before our earth-based brethren and sisters arrived? Our seismic and ivy, like plant-based individuals. When did your emergence. Did Dwayne and Tara, did you arrive together? Were you both individuals? Did Ivy eventually gradually creep their way along the lakeshore till they got there? Yeah.
We're selling ornaments. Yeah.
Yeah, we're selling ornaments. They're made out of redwood trees because those are super, super rare.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to make a couple bucks.
Also, other stones. Stones, yeah. People in the post-apocalyptic era, they're into crystals, healing crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So
that hasn't changed.
They like to hold them. He heals them, yeah.
And some of them are, in fact, healing crystals because of the radiative properties that they now have, and the other ways that they affect energy and flow in your bodies. And I also imagine a lot of them are just it's snake oil. Like you guys are selling what you can, grifting your way across this new wasteland. On. You know,
we love snake oil. It's delicious. It goes well with everything.
Much true.
Really, Rasputin? I think that you would not like snake oil because you are a bunch of rats.
Oh no! When we're this big size, nothing can hurt us. We make the oil ourselves.
We don't have to get into how that happens. Ivy, how do you make it to Chris Kernel Market, and what what brings you out there?
Yeah, well, I'm at Chris Kernel Market to support my friends who are performers. So they are like, evergreen trees and things like that. They stand out there beautifully in their costume of lights and tinsel and things like that. And I know it's a job for them and like whatever like that. It's not like they have like an applauding audience. So I like to go to the market and like give them attention and like let them know they're like doing a great job and just like, I don't know, I'm like shoot the shit a little bit if they can, take a break or something.
Nice. And so you're catching up with your buddies, and you've always enjoyed it. And even now, the Kindle Market is still a space of fun and the sort of action that's occurring. And so you all are thinking about these great memories that you hold and share about your home, and understanding the importance of making it back in time for those who are sick, the folks that you left behind who need to get healthier. And as you all are thinking about this and thinking about those who are the reason why you're on your journey, you all arrive on the other side of this sort of great expanse to a cornered in, closed off pathway that begins to lead into a cave, and eventually you arrive at the end of it, but instead of a wall, there are a series of 4 doors. And once again in your head you hear, "Over the river and through the woods to have a first-rate play. Oh, hear the bells ring, ting-a-ling-ling, hurrah for Thanksgiving's Day. Over the river and through the woods, trot fast, my dapple gray. Spring over the ground like a hunting hound, for this is Thanksgiving Day." And as you hear this echo through the wall, you all look at these 4 doors, and does anyone want to ask what they see? Do you want to take it in?
Yeah, I'd like to do a perception check. I'll probably... Beavis the Yeti steps in front of everybody and says, "I'll use my goggles. I know what I'm doing."
Nice. So you use your goggles and you take a look. It is dark inside this cave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a cave. You got a little dark vision.
Great. Let me roll for perception here. Okay, I rolled a 10 plus 1. And then I have dark vision 10 because of the night vision goggles.
Ooh, nice. So a 10 plus 1, and you also have the night vision, which gives you additional. So you end up getting, I'll say like, you see clearly. As you look in with your night vision goggles, you make out what others can't on this space, and you see some stuff encrypted into the actual doors themselves. The doors, they are numbered 1 through 4. 1 on the center of each one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And above them sits a turkey, followed by a circle.
Okay. Gonna take a look at the little legend here.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what this has to do with the legend. But I tell everybody else, there's 4 doors. They got turkeys and circles above them. Anybody have any ideas?
Well, I've also gotten my gear pack a set of binoculars, which gives me a +5 to perception checks. To observe distant details. Is that going to help us? Should I do this, or do
they're not. I don't think they're far away. They're pretty close. And for the record, guys, I just want to bear in mind, if you haven't been looking at the Tiltify, we're now just $5 away from our $100 mark. Where if we get $100, we can unlock a Mega Tech, a super upgrade towards what's happened. So if you haven't yet donated, please feel free to. I do want to shout out, if you haven't also, if you donate at least $20, you get a pink plushy D20 that's like about like this big. Aww. It's massive and it's like really fun to throw at people. So like really, like, I'm just saying, sometimes you can incentivize doing good for yourself. There are some rewards that are only available for a little time, so get in there while you can. And so I think as you guys are looking at this space, you see these doors, these engraved numbers. You're in a cave and you don't. Yeah. You just see the a turkey, what appears to be like a turkey on the wall, and a circle next to it.
I have a lantern. Can I use that here?
Yeah, you can definitely try to put a little more light in this space for sure.
Okay, I want to do that.
So you light your lantern. Beavis, you're blinded for a moment as this bright light comes on. And you set up your lantern down as you're getting situated. And it's clearly to see that now there is a, what's it called? A turkey on the wall, a circle next to it. Yeah, and if any of you wants now with a light to give me an investigation check to try and see a little bit more. Go for it.
Is an investigation check like opening a door or something like that?
No, investigation is like really scrutinizing. I'm sorry, this is 4th edition, so it's different. I would say you can either roll me mechanics, if you want to look at the mechanics of what's happening here, or conspiracy. If you want to try to like really figure out what's going on.
I think I've got a high conspiracy, so I might do that.
I gotta
double check
do that.
Like
a 3.
Oh, mine's a 3.
I have a 1 for both.
It's crazy.
I
There's
also have a 3 for mechanics, so.
No,
I don't have particularly high scores for any of these.
Hey, here's a good thing. You also can roll, and if you fail, you fail. I don't think there'll be a downside to your exploration. What's the harm in just seeing what your dice come up with, you know?
Okay.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You're not in
it's your
combat.
turn,
Yeah,
so.
you're not in combat. No, I mean, we're not in combat, so anyone can do this. This is free action. Everyone can roll at the same time.
I want to know how the rats are going to explore this space, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you want a mechanics or a conspiracy? Because, we rats can do a lot.
I think conspiracy for the rats.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Conspiracy it is. I got an 18.
Ooh, very good. You're sniffing. Your group is looking out. You're looking at the sign, and you're scuffling, and you're looking. And what you do is, as you get closer to the wall, your rat brethren begin to swarm up, and you're sort of moving across, and you're scrubbing it almost with your feet. And as you're moving your feet across, you notice that the dirt begins to dick away from the wall, and the turkey becomes a little clearer, and you get closer to the actual center towards the bowling ball, in the middle, the circle, as the feet again tick away some of the dirt.
Yeah,
And
wait.
Hold on.
What does the dirt do?
it's ticked away. It's ticked away by the feet.
Oh, it's ticked away.
Ticked away. Yeah, it's ticked away. You monsters. You
We're not
don't
monsters.
sully
We
my
all
mature
thing.
audience stream with your haberdash. How dare
There were
you?
like 25 chats. being like,
How dare you?
Sorry, Masood. We're just ticking around.
Yeah, thank you. Your feet scrub away some of the dirt. You see the circle next to the turkey is in fact a bowling ball, or what seems to be a bowling ball, as it's got 3 smaller holes right around one another. And Shu, as the Rat King, you know Chicago is historic for the long-standing bowling leagues here. You know, the real.
My God,
the real
yes.
historic bowling leagues of Chicago. The Pro Bowling League actually started out of a Stardust Bowl over in Addison, Illinois, a suburb, I know. And you begin to recall this and think somehow turkey is Thanksgiving, and it has something to do with bowling, and the order of these doors. Yeah.
So, I don't know if I told you guys, but we are great bowlers. Okay, everybody in the family, we're great bowlers. We've been bowling since day one. Sometimes we're the ball, sometimes we're the pin, sometimes we're the rat. You know, like we all take turns. It's like a real family affair. So, what I'm thinking is we got the turkey, we got the bowling ball. You know, like my mind's going a million miles a minute. You know, just thinking about it, just thinking about what we got. That's the conspiracy. That's what I got. It's a bowling. It's a bowling turkey. It's a turkey bowl of turkey.
In bowling, 3 strike mean turkey,
Says the Beavis, the radioactive Yeti.
So should we go through door number 3?
Yes.
You pull open the door, and it's packed rock behind it.
My friends.
You try to move it, it doesn't shift.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
These
Can I talk to the rocks? No.
Unfortunately,
perception.
these rocks are not sentient. They're not seismic. They are just rocks.
Yeah.
As your door shuts, you look and you hear an air like go off the corner in the room.
Okay, guys, maybe Beavis made the wrong call here. So
Why are you talking in third person, Beavis?
Beavis talked the way Beavis talked. I'll throw you against the wall.
Beavis throw you against the wall.
Beavis throw you against the wall.
That's rock. I made a rock.
So what do you guys do? You hear a sound from a place you can't pinpoint as it goes after the third door opens and shuts.
Can we just open all of them then?
Yeah.
And all that's gonna happen is that a noise buzzes out of us.
What order do you try to do that in?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
A turkey and a circle. What's the circle mean? Can I use my binoculars on the circle now that there's...
The dirt has been moved away? Yeah, I'll say it again. It looks like a bowling ball. It's yeah.
A turkey and a bowling ball.
Yeah, you're to gather that it looks like a bowling ball. And
Turkey and bowling means 3 strikes, right? In a row.
Yeah. 3.
Is this a riddle?
This is a riddle, I believe. Turkey bowl? Yeah.
I mean,
Let me look at the...
Try and
See, it's a pear, a strike, turkey strike, turkey pear, pair of turkeys, pair of striking.
Can I open door number 1?
you open door number 1.
I'm gonna open door number 1. Can I know? I'm gonna do that. Can I
You
do
open
that?
door number 1. It's nothing but packed earth behind it, but you hear a
My
ding.
friends!
You hear a ding come from the room, going
A
ding.
ding.
Do you think this is one of those 3 strikes you're out kind of things? Like they do it
No,
regularly?
Or do we have to open it in 3 in an order?
If we open 1, 2, and 3, that makes a turkey. So we got a ding from 1.
How that works.
Yeah, 1 dinged.
Okay, so let's open number 2.
You open number 2. You hear another ding.
Okay.
Then we-
Okay, I'm listening.
You open
What's behind
number
that door?
You open number 3. It's still nothing but rock. But you open number 3. You hear a third ding, but still nothing but rock.
So then we open the 4th one.
You open the 4th one. A 4th ding. Nothing but rock.
What the heck?
Why are all these
Demon-
rocks dead?
What if we open all of them at the same time? Is that crazy?
Yeah. Which and then so you go back to where do you each one you grabs a hand on the door. There's 4 of them. You open them at the same time, and the door is
What the
shut.
heck?
Okay, let's do them all in order again so we get the dings. So we're at all 4 dings, right?
Ding, 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 ding. You open and close the first 4 doors. You got them all.
Okay, what about like the arrangement of pins on like the triangle? Like, is the first one 1, and like if we were to number them, does that make any meaning? No, there's no meaning.
Erica, give me a conspiracy
Theory?
check based on that thought.
Okay, yeah. I will conspire.
Yeah.
So I've got a 3 for conspiracy, and what's my base roll?
Just roll a d20 plus 3.
D20 plus 3. Okay, I got a 13.
13. With that, I'm gonna say it's good enough to figure this out.
Okay.
You're thinking about the numbers of the pins, and it hits you. The way a bowling pin worked way back when, you remember, they go 1 pin, then 2 pin, then 3 pin, and then 4 pins. And if you get all of them, that's 10, and that's a strike.
So we're gonna open them 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then you have a strike. But why does it keep saying?
Oh, so we got to do it 3 times.
Yeah, we gotta do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And as to the 3rd time, as you go through it, the doors slam shut. They move them together, combining and turning into a round circular door as you pull, and you see above them 3 X's lined across. You guys got a turkey. It's Thanksgiving Day. And you make your way...
You think you're so clever,
I
Masu.
think I am a little bit. And you guys make your way through, for this is Thanksgiving Day is written across the door as you guys push your way in. And as you make your way through, you cross another irradiated magma river that you step over this bridge of. You make your way through another cross of swathe of irradiated woods. Swathe. Sorry, I said it weird and I wanted to roast myself. And as you make your way out across, you hear a word, the rhyme begin to play again on your ears. And straight over the river and through the woods, and straight through the barnyard gate, we seem to go extremely so. It is so hard to wait. Over the river and through the woods. Now grandmother's cap I spy. Hurrah for the fun, is the pudding done? Hurrah for the pumpkin pie. And as you guys hear it, you arrive at a gate across the edge of a large, what used to be, in your clear understandings, would have been a farm. And so you push past it, making your way in, and you're walking and walking and walking for what seems like ages. It really feels like you're just going forever. And You know you're making progress though, because you see it. You makes it out in the distance, but it's getting clearer and clearer after every step. You see the top of the Forevergreen Tree. And as you move closer, it grows and it gets taller, and you make your way further and further down. But unfortunately, as you get further and further out, you also begin to hear a scuttling, a skifting, a movement in the long stalks around you of this dry, dead grass as it shifts and crushes. And suddenly in front of you, 20 feet away, emerging are 9 Arn jumping out, which are now mutant ants with mandibles and arms the size of truly cars, pulling a man in a... Wait, it's not a man. It's a robot, an android, and he has a red cap on his head. And as he's in the air, catching the hang time of these mutant ants carrying, he lifts up a flaming pumpkin from the sky and throws it towards you all. And we're going to roll into initiative.
The future is Futurama confirmed.
Are we gonna have to kill Santa?
Robo Santa.
Maybe. So, as you guys make your way through, let me pull up all the information I need for this fight, because it is tricky. You're fighting you're fighting a soldier bot, an 8 green darter ant, and 1 firebelly Arn. Sorry, 8 green darter Arn and 1, because Rudolph obviously is the firebelly.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
We'll explain to you later, Beavis.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, when your intellect's up there, you'll figure it out. Let me look up the yes, Arn. Arn are dragonfly voracious scavengers or hunters. These overgrown insects haunt marshes and forests, preying on anything they can catch. Green darters are attacked by knocking their prey down. Firebellies emit bursts of intense heat. All Arns are strong flyers and can carry small riders if caught and domesticated while young. And this group of 8 green darter Arn being led by a single Arn whose red belly glows so bright along the night sky as they curve and make their way towards you. And so I'm gonna let's get some initiative rolls back up in here.
Ooh, got 20, baby.
There you go.
Well, 19 plus 1.
19 plus 1 is a dirty 20. Nice. What everyone else getting?
I got...
She got 19.
19.
19. Very dope.
Asfer got 15.
Sorry, what's my plus on this one?
On your initiative is right below your ability scores.
4. I believe it's 4.
Okay. I got a 12.
12. Nice. Harrison and Joan.
Harrison got a 6.
Nice.
Joan got an 8.
Heck yeah. Cool. All right, so the order then as of now, I'm going to put this in order, and then I'm going to roll for the soldier bot and your firearms. Also, Arn is very. The more I say it, the more I want it to feel natural. It's very incomplete of a phrase.
How is it spelled?
A-R-N. Arn.
Arn. Good one for a Chicago accent.
Yeah, Arn.
Yeah, I got a couple Arns.
Hey, Arn, I haven't seen you around here for a while. What you been up to?
Rasputin.
Everyone sounds different. Chicago, we're a community of a lot of different immigrants.
There you go.
We don't all sound the same. I don't know. Is it different for rocks? I'm not gonna make an assumption. You see what I'm doing? I'm asking.
All right. So these they got a D20 plus 7 for these ones.
Oh boy.
And then a D20 plus 9 for the firebelly. So you've got 18 and 17 are the order that they go in. Let me pull that up here. So Ben, Shu, then 18 is the fire belly Arn, and then 17 is the green darter Arns.
Yeah, I got a couple of green darter arms.
Just saying
the doctor told me I'd been having a couple fire belly, and so I've been trying to lay off and go to the green darter.
Great accent work.
Thank you. And honestly, this is what we're here for, is just workshopping that. And then the soldier. Let's do the soldier stats as well. The soldier bot.
If anybody in the chat wants to donate that $5 and give us a cool mutation for this battle.
It might be the only thing that'll make you live.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh wait, we just got a donation for that Omega Tech.
Oh heck yeah!
Satyr Saturn, baby.
Well done. 152. All right, I'm gonna move down here and move this in, and then we're gonna upgrade. Someone's gonna get an ability, and as well as an Omega Tech gonna be added to the group.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Satyr Saturn.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Page 152. I'll get there.
Satyr Saturn was asking us to kick this Arn's butt.
Oh.
Very sweet. Unfortunately, I plan on rolling all natural ones in this upcoming encounter.
Ooh, buddy. This is a beefy individual as you guys are getting ready to engage. And we're at the... before we get any further, let's get some Alpha Tech, Omega Tech. Someone roll me a 1 D40. A 1 D40.
Got a 27 there.
I got a 27. Let's see.
Still stuck in that Chicago accent.
Yeah, I know.
I got a 27.
I got a 27.
27?
Oh,
Good number.
Chicago accent.
So you all actually, I think. So who hasn't gotten a? Let me roll a 1d6. Let's keep this fair. I think that's the only way to get this right. You got a 2. Shu. You're 1-2 on this layout, and so you get the Enviro Cape. As you scrammed on the ground, you see a forgotten treasure from a previous combatant against the soldier bot Santa, and you see it is a cape that you would wear, that an anthropomorphic individual would wear around their neck. I'm going to put it in chat here for you.
All right.
But it is, you get the power for an encounter. You immediately can interrupt personal. Its trigger is you take radiation damage, and the effect is you gain you get 15 radius, and you gain an additional 5 radiation until. So basically, you become impervious to radiation the moment anyone hits you with any radiation. So you have this ability now. You've got this cape wrapped around your swarm of rats who can fly, lest we forget. And then because also the way that I've built this up, you also reached our 4th alpha mutation. So someone roll me another 1d40 and I'll get us another one of these sort of squared away.
Ooh.
And this one will roll a d6.
Ooh, we got a 32.
A 32, a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Joan gets hit with this alpha mutation. And so a 32. Making our way. 32. You get a rubbery skeleton. Your bones and flesh become rubbery and stretchable. You gain 5 physical resist, and your melee reach increases by 1. So, Tara, something about the space and the vapors allow you to realize that your bones are a little more loosey-goosey than you thought. You looked at those blood birds earlier and like, I wonder what it would be like if my bones were hollow. And somehow, stepping on a puddle of radioactive waste, thinking that exact same thought, allowed you to understand that, oh no, bones being hollow are just a matter of will to someone with as much seismic power as you have. And with gravity manipulation, it's kind of what occurs. You just kind of decrease the tension on your joints in a way that allows you to stretch a little bit further than you would have if there was more gravity pulling you down. And so you take that ability. I'm gonna put that in the chat as well for you. Thank you for folks who donated, who are getting these.
Yes, that's very sweet.
Very kind of you, and also you're doing it for a great cause. Really appreciate it. I also hope you got enough to get yourself that pink plushie. You know, like just like do something for you. And so here we go. You've got your rubbery skeleton. And so as you guys prepare yourselves, let's go to the top of the turn order, which I believe is Ben with his dirty 20. What do you do as these Arns are flying down at you, the fire belly and front?
Let me consult with my cohort, Dwayne, here. It worked last time. What if I just whip you at these beetle deer?
Throw me, I'm in.
All right, let's do it.
I love being thrown. Let's do this.
Yeah. Beavis, seeing how it worked last time, grabs Dwayne from his shoulders and flings him at the approaching Arns, yelling, "Aah!" And speaking in his native Yeti language, he said, blah, 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 blah.
That feels offensive for some reason.
No, it's his language is Donnie from Wild Thornberries. That's a heavy ranged weapon, two-handed weapon, so it's a D20 plus 7.
Cool. Absolutely.
So let me roll that. I got an 11.
You got an 11. As you grab this Dwayne the stone, and you take your steps back, you chuck him at the sky, and he goes hurtling into the air. You don't hit with Dwayne, but that is actually that's your action. I'm still gonna let Dwayne have their turn. You're just gonna start yours, Harrison, in the middle of the sky. So in the meantime, let's continue with Ben. Do you move? Do you do any minor actions?
For a minor action, I'll run screaming at the Arn.
So you close distance. You start getting closer to them, try to take up as much space as you can. Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. And after that, I believe it's Shu. Shu, you're up next with your initiative of 19. What do you get up to? You've got your Enviro cape sort of settled up now.
Yes. Uh-huh. What am I closest to?
You are closest to the Firebelly ant. It's leading this collection of Firebelly Arn. That's leading this collection of sleighs towards you. In its you can tell its belly is red and hot.
I want to roll intuition and see how lonely it is.
Yeah, give me that insight roll, please hit me with that insight.
16.
Got a 16. You'd hazard a guess that this Arn is cool now, but when he was younger, the other Arns probably didn't let him play in any Arn games. So the fact that he's the only Firebelly in the space, it's a little tough for him, clearly. But he's gained respect and authority in his position now, where this Arn seems to be set up. Yeah.
Okay. How do I befriend this Arn?
With the insight, as you're looking at it, you think it'd be pretty hard to befriend it with the soldier bot at tow whipping these Arns to make them go forward.
Okay, so I can't.
At least not right now. I think you'd have to get rid of the soldier bot first before making an attempt to befriend them. That seems to you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to swarm the soldier bot.
Oh, so you are going to try and get around them, and as these Arns are getting close, you reach out to swarm the soldier bot. Go ahead and give me a roll of what that looks like for you.
All right, that's a roll D20, swarm D20 plus 5. Okay. 20.
Oh, you hit. And it's AC. Yes, you get through. How much damage you do?
What do I roll for that?
For your swarm, let's pull it up. Let's go to Rasputin over here. You go to Origins. You go to Swarm. It's underneath hit. It's 1d8 plus your dex modifier plus 2 times your level. So it's 1d8 plus your dex. You're a very dexterous bunch of rats, so it's 1d8 plus 4 plus 2. So 1d8 plus 6.
All right. Roll 1d8 plus 6. 10.
10. Ooh, you rip a nasty chunk of metal outside of this soldier bot, and it's pretty dangerous. You see it. It's like pretty menacing figure. It's one of the lone leftovers of the war for supremacy that occurred shortly after the big mistake, when all of these planes and dimensions coalesced onto ours. There were obviously a lot of folks vying for power, which led to the release of all the nuclear warheads, leading to the eventual state of the Earth that we live in now, the gamma world that you all are in. This soldier bot is one of these models. Very old, very dangerous. But you able to sort of maneuver around these arms coming your way, sneak into a little bit of space, and start nipping at its weak spot, its literal Achilles heel. You start biting away at the circuitry at the heel of this soldier bot, digging through his dark, velvet scuffed, dirt-ridden pants and the white cuff at the base as you make your way through.
That's Belmont Redline for you.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Actually, do not miss public transit for that reason. Up next in our order, so we've got you two just went. Oh no, unfortunately. Bad news bears, here it comes. The Arns begin their descent. First, you have the Fire Belly Arn. This one is looking at you all and deciding what to do as it leads the charge moving forward. It's going to... Let's see. Yeah, you guys are... it's as it's flying over you all and it makes a pass, it's going to do a heat burst. And it's going to do a d20 plus 7 versus you guys' reflex, which is... Okay. All right, so let me do a d20 plus 7. Let's roll some die. Good. I got a 13. So if anyone's armor class is below a 13, you get hit. If it's above, if you meets it, beats it. So if it tie with 13, you get hit. But you will get hit for
15 over here.
15. Ooh. As you guys get hit with the fire, and it is 1d12 plus 6. Ooh, 8 fire damage begins descending onto you from this giant fire arm as it sort of moves across. Up next, we've got the collection of the green darter on, and they're moving pretty fast. They're scuffling about, but they're much, much smaller and not nearly as strong as the fire belly. And they begin to make a move. They're going to attack, I think at the group looking at them, they're going to go after Dwayne because he was in the air, so they'll probably be able to get a move on them. Try to make a move on Beavis, as well as I would say probably, because Rasputin also attacked. And so everyone is going to get hit except, so Harrison, Shu, Ben, and Usra are probably going to get targeted by the Arns because of where you would be, I imagine, in placement towards the group. So our damage dealers from the back are area effectors. Your Erica and Joan don't get hit by this. But let's see if they even make an attack. They're going to do a bite, a d20 plus 7. Got a 12. Does a 12 hit anybody?
This is against armor class?
Yes, your armor class.
Oh man, I got the 11 armor class.
You got an 11 armor class. That'll hit you.
15, baby.
15. You're good. Dwayne, what are you sitting at?
I just rolled, but it's not.
Oh, you don't need to roll. You just need to tell me your armor class.
Oh, my armor class.
Yeah.
Okay, so my armor is
It should be under defenses on main.
Yeah, it'll say AC. Not
Yes.
Armor class. Harrison.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Harrison.
So on Dwayne's sheet, I'm gonna pull it up. So you're on main. You got a hit points, the use second win button, defenses. Right underneath that, you've got 14. So you actually you don't get hit. Well, you're all good there. And then let's go to Richard. Richard, what's your AC? 14 as well. So the only one who gets hit by this fire attack is the Yeti. You all are able to like duck and dodge out of the way
but the Yeti just runs into the
head.
Such a big target.
Gets hit by these like little
10 feet
scatters.
tall.
You get hit for 2d6, 7 damage as these
in addition to the 15?
Oh yeah, the fire was the fire belly, and these are now the like green ants that are come biting at you guys.
So I'm getting hit for 22.
You've got 22 total this round because those are 2 different things. Yeah.
For a second, wind yourself.
I mean, the rest of y'all, you all got very close. The 13s for 14, so you're doing lucky and doing great. And so as these like. This is also the end game fight, guys. I wasn't gonna make it easy.
Yeah, for sure. I have 5 health. That's fine. I understand.
As you're moving through, let's go back into the turn order. And Ustra, you just dodged these bites from the green darter on. What are you getting up to?
Okay. My thing that I got was like a vampire something, right?
Yes, vampiric touch. If you attack someone, you can regain hit points 5 plus 2 times your level. So you get at least 6, I believe.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you have to make a melee attack first. So you could use your like quick attack. So that's a D20 plus 6, I believe. Let me pull this up again.
Okay.
A D20 yeah, quick attack.
Or D20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I got 21.
Oh, actually, it's D20 plus 7. My bad. So you got 22. Still hits.
22. Yeah.
And you're going after. What are you attacking directly with this, like vampiric touch? You want to get one of the darter ants that went after you, the fire belly ant that was that blew fire on everyone. Because
yeah, I'll do
the lead ant, the lead Arn. So you make as it's flying over, you get hit with a fire, but you punch up at its belly real fast as it's going through. You hit. Give me 1d4 damage.
Okay, 1d4. Oh.
What do you do? 1 damage?
3.
Three's good. You hit him with 3 damage. It gets hit. Yeah, I mean it's 50% better than it could have been. And as you hit it really fast, you leech off 6 health points off of it with your vampiric touch. And then that was your minor action. Do you want to do anything with your major action?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hold on, let me see what else I can do. Should I charisma attack?
Do a mental push?
Do the mental push?
Yeah.
Well, I have charisma attack and I have mental push, but it's like charisma attack plus level versus will.
Yeah, so that is it breaks down why it's a D20 plus 5 is what that what that breakdown is sort of getting at.
Oh, I see. Okay. So should I do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so what do I need to roll?
A D20 plus 5.
Okay, so D20 plus. 15.
Oh, definitely, you got it. You 15. It beats the will of the which one were you going after? The green bell, the fire bell, the one that you punched.
Belly.
Yeah, you're able to you push and deal your charisma modifier for damage, which I believe is 5, right? So you do 5 damage. Nice. After you already hit it for an additional 3, and now you can force it to attack one of its fellow Arns on its turn. Heck yeah.
Cool.
It's definitely the right one to go after. It is the strongest one considerably compared to the other ones. So you go after this one. let's go back to the turn order and make our way through. Up next, we've got let's see, Erica. Ivy, what's Ivy getting up to as these Arns are flying over them, scooping or making moves?
Okay, I don't know if this is allowed, but let me ask. Okay, I noticed that in my gear, I have a wagon, and in my my character skills, I've got a pretty high stealth.
Okay, tell me about how you're gonna stealthily drag this wagon, please.
Well, I'm just wondering if, like, it's a possible move to do like an old switcheroo and attach the wagon to the Arn and separate the robot Santa.
So you want to... I will say this will be a major action. This would be a very major action to do this and also do it like effectively. I think you're gonna have to. The DC is gonna be tough, but it's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not gonna limit your ability. I will never clip your wings. I would just tell you that it's difficult. So to do, sorry, I'm just. So as the Arn procession comes by, you want to unhook the sleigh.
When you say it slowly, it sounds so stupid.
And no. I just need to understand the series of actions that need to occur within a 6-second time frame. That's how long a turn is. It's 6 seconds. So I'm just trying to understand.
So as it's flying by, I want to detach the Santa sleigh and attach this wagon.
Okay. I'm going to say this is... Let me pull up your character sheet. I just want to make sure that this is fair of everything else. There's going to be a dexterity. This is definitely a dexterity. Oh, no, it's mechanics. Oh, there's a mechanics stat.
I think it would be stealth.
No. Unfortunately, you are... you can use... Okay, let's see. Let's stealth to get into place effectively. I'm going to put a DC on this of 14. So give me a roll. If you beat a 14, you're able to stealth into position and be ready and primed for when the movement happens.
Okay, wait. 3 to 14. So I'm doing what kind of die?
A DC 14. So on your stealth on your character sheet, if you press that 8. Die right next to it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. All the way to
ready?
the right. Yes.
I'm scared.
You got a 19.
Whoa.
You stealth into place. You're able to position yourself ready and he not notice. Now you're gonna need to do mechanics because it's literally mechanics of you somehow swapping this wagon in instead of Santa's sleigh.
Okay.
This one is a DC 17. Okay.
Okay.
You need a 14 or higher on the die.
Okay. Okay. I know it's random, but can we all just like hope this goes well?
Yeah, we could all just cross our fingers really hard. I truly, once again, this would be so dope for you to pitch a sick switcheroo mid sweep to see Santa's sleigh like tumble and pitch over while the Arns go careening with the a mass they're not used to. Make the roll. I'm ready to narrate it.
Here we go.
Oh no! It's a 14. Unfortunately, you reach up to try to get into the wagon and unconnect it, but it's moving too fast, and all that happens is whoop! You're now yoinked up into the air on this arm as it's flying around, and the wagon is on the ground behind you, and that's your turn. So we're gonna move on to. Honestly, this is a real Icarus moment. You're flying real high, and I'm proud of you. Joan, you're up.
Yeah, I want to fight again. I'll try doing my my novice power, the Seismic Stomp again.
Nice. So Tara is going to try and seismically stomp this group as they're making another pass and getting closer. You think that's going to be your best bet? Where do you want to go after? Do you want to go after the fire belly in front? Do you want to go after the green darters in the back? Or do you want to go after the Santa bot at the very end?
I'll go after the fire bellies.
So you're going to go after the fire belly in the very front. Awesome. Give me an attack roll. See if you hit.
Okay, let's see. It's D20 plus 4.
Mhm.
Ugh, 8.
Unfortunately, that does not get it. It dodges out of the way as it moves across. Do you want to do something with your minor action or your movement?
Yeah, what can I do with my minor action?
Minor action, if you wanted to like prep something a little bit for next turn, if you wanted to use a second wind, if you wanted to I think that'd be the best way to describe it. It's
Okay.
nothing. It's something that would take a shorter amount of time, not as much concentration.
I will do the second wind since we're running out of time.
Mhm.
And I will try the Seismic Stomp again.
That took your full action, so I think you're gonna have to wait until next turn to try and seismic stop a second time. Sorry. And up next, Harrison.
All right. Can I finally duplicate?
Yes, you're flying in the middle of the air. This might be the perfect time to like.
But
duplicate.
Beavis got hit.
Beavis got hit on the ground. Beavis.
My legs. My boy Beavis got hit. He's my legs. And I'm heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heartbroken to the core. Okay, so I want to duplicate, and I want to avenge Beavis.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. What does it look like? Are you duplicating? Like, do you want to avenge Beavis by like punching the firebelly ant that burned him, or these other like Arns that are like were stabbing him? Do you want to attack the Santa bot? Who are you directing your revenge
Who killed
at?
Beavis? Who's the one that killed Beavis? That's
Beavis isn't dead. He's still he's very injured.
He's bloodied. Yeah.
He's bloodied. He's
Yeah, no. Who bloodied Beavis?
I would say either the fire ant. Probably the fire ant did the most direct damage.
I want to go after the fire ant.
So you're flying in midair. It's above you. You want to doppelgang. I like this idea of you being in the air and you doppelgang, and one of you takes the other one, spins them, and then throws them further up in the air. It makes zero sense scientifically, but in anime style, it's very cool. So as you slingshot the same version of you further up in the sky at this Arn,
and I'm yelling, Beavis!
Beavis
from Beavis!
Give me an unarmed heavy attack, because I think that is what's happening here.
Unarmed heavy attack, so what's that?
So if you go to your miscellaneous side, you'd be able to pop that up.
All right. Miscellaneous side.
Unarmed powerful attack. It's a D20 plus 7.
D20 plus 7, okay.
Come on, Dwayne.
Oh no! You put the slash before the R, not after, bud.
Slash before the R, not after. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, it takes some time for me to duplicate, so
it's all right. You're making your way through.
I rolled a 20.
Dirty 20.
Roll a 20. Roll 20.
Nice. You got a dirty 20. You make it. You definitely hit. You'd give me a D8 for damage. Roll 1 D8. Nice. No, just a D8. So, like instead of a D8, roll.
Oh, okay. I got that here. D8.
Perfect.
Rolling.
7 damage. Nice. So you clock this one, and I'd say, I don't know which one's up there, if it's the real you or the doppelganger you, but one of you is wrapped onto this fire belly up in the sky, rappelling with it. And then that takes us to the bottom of our turn order with Santa Soldier Bot. You see him step forward, standing at the top of his sleigh, readying himself as he... Let me double check what he can do. Let's see. Gotcha. Yes. The Soldier Bot reaches up his hand and sees what's it called? He looks and sees the swarm that has been wrapped around, biting his feet. Lightning begins to crackle from his palms, and he goes, "Ho, ho, no!" and moves his hands down. And we'll do a D20 plus 8 against your AC, Shu. So 14, does that hit?
My AC is 15.
14 plus 8, so that would be a 22. So it
Oh, so that definitely hits.
definitely
15.
hits. And then it does it's 1d6 plus 5 and an ongoing 5 damage until you save against it. So
Whoa!
So you take 6 damage right now, and on the start of your turn, you'll take an additional 5. And from your vantage point, you see a series of rats trailing behind on the sleigh of a Santa robot surrounded by these flying bug-like arms as you see these lights begin to light up in these rats, different colored behind them, as you hear a sound above it all go, Merry Rollvember. And that's where we're going to end our session. Who knows if our team ever makes it and gets the Forevergreen sap to save their village of Kindlemart. Who knows what happens to the world of Chicago in the year 2172. What we do know is that our friends made friends along the way. And with
They
that,
all died.
They all died.
I tried. I tried to seduce everybody.
And I mean, you didn't actually. No one. Name one time you use an interaction roll against the enemy. Oh, actually, you did it with that bird, and the bird was turned off by you for sure. But I gave you the fire belly. You got a pretty good insight on the fire belly. I wasn't gonna try to get you out of that space. But anyways, let's go around, do our outros. Shu, tell them who you are, where they can find you on the internet, and what you got going on in your life.
Hi everyone, I am Shu. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Hello There Shu. It's X as an X-ray, U as an U-turn. I have nothing going on right now. I might make a pie.
Oh shit. I mean, you do have something on Wednesday night, but I'll talk about that later.
I have Wednesday. Masu's got.
Yeah. Erica, up next, hit us with what you got going on.
Yeah, my name is Erica. You can find me on the interwebs at Bebica_says. Mostly just Instagram though. And yeah, Masood will tell you what I'm doing on Wednesday.
Asra, up next.
Hi, yes, I'm Asra. You can find me online on Instagram and on Twitter at Kanye, which is my last name, KHANYE __ West. And Masood will let you know what's going on Wednesday. Okay, yeah.
Ben.
Hey, I'm Ben Cummings. You can find me at Ben Cummings on Twitter and Instagram. Masood doesn't dictate what I do with my life. He doesn't know anything about what I'm doing on Wednesday. We'll see what happens when it comes around.
Up next, Joan.
Hey, this is Joan. You can find me on Saint Joan on Instagram. And after this, I'm going to go have some Cheez-Its. And Masood will tell us what we're doing on Wednesday as well.
Oh, Cheez-Its are the best. Harrison?
Hi, everybody. I'm Harrison Happen. You can find me on Instagram at Harrison is happening and on Twitter at Harrison_happen. You can see me on Wednesday playing Apex on PlayStation 4, unfortunately, on my road to Diamond. So please join me there. I'm not doing anything on Wednesday, no matter what Masood says.
Well, I like that you said that you're playing Apex on Wednesday. Like you're not going to be there for our Bollock Buy-In stream, instead be playing Apex. Or even the worst, playing Apex while we stream. Like, the disrespect, but also I would respect you for it. I don't let it know that I said it. Yeah, you gotta hustle. Hey guys, I'm Masood. I'm on the internet, on Twitter and Instagram at Marudeboy, MAHRUDEBOI. I play with these wonderful folks every Wednesday nights for Bollock Buy-Ins returning home. We have a blast. We're doing this Filipino-inspired diceless role-playing game that's set in a world inspired by mysticism and Filipino folklore. Things are getting really, really spicy. We're entering towards the end game arc of our campaign, and stakes, they high. So we've got that going on. Come check us out on Wednesday. Go watch the VODs if you want to get catched up on YouTube. But the rest of the stuff, you can find out more on my Twitter page about what's going on the rest of my week. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. This is Rollvember. It was going to be going around for the next week and a half, just eating leftover food, playing tabletop video games, and if you can, donating to a very good cause with code 2040. Be sure to watch some of the other streams, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. See you guys.
Later.
Bye.
Hey.